Welcome everyone to the PJ's Cast. I am your host Piers, alongside of my three co-hosts Reagan, Schmitty, and Jimmy. How are we doing today, guys? How are we doing?
Tired.
Going.
Yeah,
I've had a lame ass weekend, but I've been watching movies, so can't complain.
What movies have you been watching?
I watched the Planet of the Apes trilogy. It was
Oh, yeah.
really fucking good. Especially the second and the third. Directed by Matt Reeves. He did the Batman last year. I've been saying it since I watched this trilogy. That next Batman is gonna save fucking movies. That's gonna save cinema. Space Odyssey, Step Down, Pierce, get rid of that poster. This Batman
Guys,
chapter
Shazam
two is
clearly
taking its
just
place.
cinema.
I'm sorry. Okay, I don't want to give that movie credit. Okay, we said no free clout. Yeah, no, watch that. Rewatch Scream 4 with Maddie because she hadn't seen it. And
Wait, who is that? Who is that?
Maddie? I've never talked about Maddie. Then Shaun of the Dead. That's the one we watched last night. Shaun of the Dead.
Yo, Big Strongest of the Dead. No, it's a great movie.
Yeah, he died. It was very sad.
Aw,
But no,
I hate
very,
that part,
very
I cry
fucking
for
fun
Tim.
movie. For Tim, yes. Yeah, great movie. Edgar Wright, fucking masterclass. Great stuff.
yeah. Edgar Wright's a great movie.
I wonder what they did to Edgar wrong. I wonder when they're gonna let him out.
Yeah, we're just trying to not talk about the upcoming topic because I really don't want to. Like, if you don't know, James Reimer did not wear the jersey in warm-ups because his religion doesn't allow him to.
Yeah, no. Can we just put? Okay, I don't like to be the person that says, "Look at me, look at me." But we've talked about this. I am openly a member of the LGBT community, and the one word that drives me up a fucking wall, and many other people as well, is lifestyle.
I have another word too. Stop with these politics and play the game.
Yeah. Gender and sexuality are not politics. They are part of who people are. Pride Night is not it's not to say that you. There's this idea that if you wear that jersey, that makes you gay. Fellas, is it gay to wear a rainbow jersey? Is the type of shit they probably ask each other. And
you say that as a joke, but that's like
no, I don't. I say that slightly
there.
as a joke. I say that half joking, half serious, like because it's true. It's fucking true.
Like I literally saw about 20 comments this weekend saying, "Well, you know, if I support that jersey, that must mean I blah 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 too." And it's just like,
yeah,
what part of like what part of just making this an open space for people, an inclusive area? Like what part of that went over your head and just like, God, must mean I'm gay. It's just like
they're turning the hockey players gay.
Your fragile insecurity and your toxic masculinity is just beyond terrible and beyond fixable at this point. If that's where your fucking brain goes, because God forbid a hockey team wears a rainbow. Sorry, like scary. I can't, dude. Like this, I'm so fucking tired of this shit. Only thing I'm gonna say about this, good on the Sharks, because the Sharks just fucking isolated him. You don't get to fucking bring the whole team down with you because of your own fucking individual choices. And good on Logan Couture, and good on all those motherfuckers for standing up and saying that's not how we believe.
Not only that, the San Jose Sharks Twitter account like tweeted all these facts. There was a great thread that Marissa Ngemi did, and I believe she writes for the San Jose Sharks. Like what's the word?
For the people who care,
promoting the voices of LGBTQ plus people, non-binary people, all of that. And of course, this one selfish asshole James Reimer had to make it all about himself. Like, that's what he did.
Yeah.
And not only that, he continued to dig himself in a deeper hole by like comparing that his religion with like Nazem Kadri and all that stuff. Like,
that one made me.
Nazem Kadri literally like, what did he say? Sure like, why am I? No, like I saw so many tweets where it's like Nas is gonna wake up in the morning and just be like, "What the fuck did I do?" Because
he definitely did.
Him down with him. Like it's just
ridiculous.
Oh my god, I can't, dude. I can't.
I'm gonna say this to anybody that might be listening to this. I'd be surprised if there's anybody listening to this podcast that doesn't agree with this.
They said, never mind. I thought you were like, oh, I'd be surprised if anyone was listening to this show. I was like, haha, that was a funny joke, Jimmy.
No.
Way to bring
Everyone
levity
listens
to the
this podcast.
situation.
I try, but the thing that a lot of people miss, people like James Reimer and Ivan Provorov and anybody, whoever it was in the Rangers that those cowards didn't let stand up.
Oh, but it
say a
wasn't the
stupid
Wild
opinion.
players; it was ownership. Like it's always some fucking excuse.
No,
Like,
you
lame
could
as shit.
grow a pair
But-
and like wear the jersey.
But I gotta say
It's
this:
just, not just me though.
this is not about becoming part of the LGBT community. The fact, like you said, Dylan, the fact that you're fragile enough to think that makes you gay or trans, bi, this, whatever. No one's asking that. It is simply, we're talking about a community that is constantly put down in sports. Toxic masculinity, very marginalized. Yeah, and toxic masculinity plays a very big part in how many times do we hear, oh, this is gay, oh, that's gay, oh, you're weak, oh, don't be gay, don't be that, I don't want to use the words they use because
I'm
there are
almost
many.
positive. Like this is the same
This
sport
is
where
not-
Mark Crawford got called out for telling some dude to suck his dick a couple weeks ago. Like this is the same fucking sport. Like
Yep. And it's not that you have to. If you're so fucking lame that you can't even just give some, can't just be happy to support other people.
Can't
fine,
wear a
but
rainbow.
The entire
Can't wear a
point.
rainbow. That's exactly what it is.
The entire point is to show the community that they are allowed. If the line that is a bull fucking lie, hockey is for everyone. That is the entire point. Hockey is for everyone has been a line that
They really
it's
gotta change
used
that.
to
They
put down
really do.
racism
Not
and
a real
bigotry.
line.
Those are the
No.
not a real line, but those are the two things that it's supposed to be. I did the LNHL, fuck you. But it is supposed to support allowing people of color and people of any sexuality, gender into the league without being treated like shit for being those things, for being of color, for being in the LGBT community. No one is asking you to go make out with all your teammates. Just put on your little jersey and just show people that they're allowed to be in the same sport as you and that you are happy to allow them. That's all it is, folks. And I am so happy to close the fuck out of this segment because I will lose my mind if I think about this dumbass for another second. I showed you guys for the podcast. I have a fucking James Reimer poster to burn. This fucking hurts, man. Like this pisses me the fuck off.
Burn it.
No, it's like I said, firewood. Straight fucking firewood right now. It is. This shit is unacceptable. If a military jersey was not worn, these people would be shot dead on sight. If there's nothing that I can do to change this besides, give my 2 cents, my voice, and maybe donate to a charity that does something. One of the few that aren't full of shit. But it's got to stop. Is all I'm saying. This homophobia. I was talking with a mutual yesterday. The scary thing is that it's casual. To me,
We still have
Siri, shut up.
a long way to go with.
Unless
how
you
we
want
treat-
to. Okay, cool.
Right.
The thing is, casual homophobia scares me more than raging homophobia, because raging homophobia shows that you're pushing against something. Casual homophobia means that it's normal and it's accepted, and that we're in a place where this is normal. And ever since the Ivan Provorov situation, this has become casual. And I mean, I know the jerseys don't save the day, but it just shows where people are.
That's the
regarding
whole
this.
problem.
And
The bar is so low. You can't wear a jersey with a rainbow on it. Seriously?
No, and
bar
the thing
is,
is, they've been doing this for
years
years.
across.
This is the first year where anyone is giving a shit. Like they literally did this shit last fucking year.
No problem.
years and
What
years
was the
before.
fucking problem last year? Oh, well, this year I
Yes.
can fucking, this year someone spoke out, so now I feel like I have the right to speak out. Like we said months ago, fuck you, Ivan Provorov, because this all started because you wanted to be an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. This all started because one singular guy is an asshole, and it did not get repercussed for it. So now everyone gets to be an asshole and get away with it because the standard has been fucking set already, and it's pathetic.
I just want to say that I'm so sorry if you hear the dog, by the way. He's a little
Oh,
excited.
Don't worry
no,
about it.
I haven't heard anything.
He's like, it's
honestly.
fetch time. Let's fucking go.
We
Yeah.
love Cosmo. We
Homophobic.
love
If you
Cosmo
hear
on
me-
the podcast.
Like growling, sorry. But I'm just so sick and tired of like Christians being like, oh well, God told me to love everyone, so therefore I love and accept everyone. And then
Except for you and you and you and you and you. And you.
homophobic, and it makes me like I was raised Catholic, but like I was raised to like love everyone for who they are. So I don't care. Like, stop using your religion as an excuse to be homophobic.
It's so true.
Yes.
Dylan, you nailed it with the toxic masculinity, because I mean, it's not the people who aren't men. People who aren't men can be homophobic too. That's not what I'm saying. But
It's
that is,
everywhere.
in this instance, what leads to it. It is the, if I'm gay or if I'm LGBT, I'm weaker, I'm smaller, I'm less, and that's the problem. The fact that someone's normal existence, this gender and sexuality are as much part of someone as race is. It is just part of you. This is not a choice. It's not a lifestyle. To say it's a lifestyle implies that there's a choice to it.
Yeah, if
And
your
it's-
lifestyle and politics.
People boil
again,
it down
I'm gonna-
to
I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
People boil it down to, well, it's just this thing. It wouldn't. It is that, but that it's frustrating because people say, well, it's just this. But if it's just that, then why is it a big deal? Then why do people have to be fucking tormented, bullied, attacked, killed, shot for this?
Because it doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect them. They'll never
Yep.
fucking understand.
Mhm.
They never will. I'm sorry. The only people who actually understand is either because you have a relative, or you have a friend, or you have someone, or you're a part of that community. You're the marginalized party in this. Like, unless it affects your life, these people will not give a shit. And that's the saddest fucking truth of it all.
Yeah.
So, like, at the end of the day, I really hope these kids pop out. Like, please, all these homophobic dads online right now. Oh, I pray to God you have 2 gay sons. I pray to God you have 2 gay sons and a gay daughter, and you gotta fucking deal with that shit. You gotta fucking deal with not only you being a piece of shit, but overcoming you being a piece of shit so your fucking kids don't look down upon you. Because that's where this is it's the only way shit like this is gonna change.
It's where
Sorry.
it goes to. It's where it goes to.
People are
Yeah.
just gonna become nice overnight, which is the saddest fucking truth.
That's the thing. A lot of these people are never gonna change. They're just always gonna be pieces of shit, and it's the
I
reality.
want to say,
about
by
it.
the way, good on the Sharks. I did not know that they isolate. I did not know that they.
No,
said
he didn't
what
go
they
out.
did.
Oh,
for
they
the
completely
lineup.
isolated
Yeah.
the situation.
Mhm.
Like, you don't get to bring the whole team down like the Wild did or like everyone else did. Like, sorry.
Rangers. No, yeah. By the way, I enjoy
Like,
watching the
I'm
Rangers play
sorry, if
hockey.
some guy on the Hawks sits out, I
Mm.
highly doubt Connor Murphy's going to take that shit lightly.
No.
Highly doubt it.
That's another thing. You have a voice as a player, and that's why I'm saying about Connor Murphy. He set a precedent. If anyone sits
I don't
out,
care what anybody says. That's our
we
captain
can't
right
singled
now.
out.
That's the captain right now, Connor Murphy. Until somebody else
He's the
gets
longest
the-
tenured Hawk right now since Taves is gone.
and he has very much been an outspoken guy, and he's been known as a leader. There's a reason this guy got the A as fast as he did.
Leader on and off the ice.
Was a captain for Team USA in the World Championships. This is a leader. I kind of hate that Seth Jones is going to get the C because I
Yeah.
think Murphy absolutely deserves it more than
We all
anybody.
know it's Connor.
I don't
Murphy
remember who I was
though.
talking to about that, but I was like, oh, like who do you want to get this to you when Taze is gone? And I'm like, realistically, I know they're gonna give it to Seth Jones, which makes no goddamn sense because Connor Murphy deserves it.
Oh, it'll make sense when Murphy.
It makes sense
at the
in
draft, trust
money.
me. It'll
Money.
make sense when
Yeah.
Murphy's not here come like July. So
Sucks. Yeah,
'cause
I hate that
he's
you're
going to
right,
be the last
Dylan.
piece to get shipped out the door. I think we talked about this already. Because
Yeah.
like you can't move that contract in the deadline, but some
You can move
teams
it in the
going to take
offseason.
Murphy at 3 years. You watch.
It's going to be the Leafs. I've been calling for it for years.
Because you know he's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
good. Like there's this whole
Fucking,
thing.
they wasted this fucker's career. They wasted this
They did.
fucking guy's.
He's
fuck.
played like 5 games of playoff hockey, and it was against Vegas in the bubble.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
this man. I need
Bubble
him to
hockey.
go to a playoff team. I need that man. He's going to be such a good shutdown.
Well, I was happy for
guy.
McCabe. Like McCabe's going to get the playoffs finally. Whether it's only
Mhm.
7 games or not, like he's still getting playoff hockey.
So that's exactly what I thought of. Yeah, McCabe. We got McCabe in there. We need to get Murphy. What's the fucking the meme? I'm gonna go get you out of there. I'm gonna get you out of there. And that's how I feel with Murphy. We need to get you out of there. We need to get you onto a playoff team.
I agree though, Reagan. Like if Murphy's still around, give him the C. But there's part of me that's like they're gonna move him.
Best Connor M in the league, I reckon.
I completely agree, Pierce.
Yeah,
Thank
not
you.
Connor Mackey or I don't know.
Koi, who got traded to Arizona. That happened.
Oh my guys.
But guys, just remember, if you thought this stressed out James Reimer, just wait till tonight. He has to play a team full of fucking devils. He might have to sit out the whole week. I don't know. That's pretty unholy. Sorry, I don't think Jesus would want me to fight a bunch of devils. That's kind of scary. I don't know. That goes against my religion. I might have to sit out tonight. Sorry, guys.
I don't know. I don't think I
Give
can
me
wear
a
a jersey
fucking
either,
break.
guys. It's made of polyester. Oh
My
no, I
favorite
can't
thing
play
is
on
people
Sundays
saying
now.
that.
I have to donate all of my money because I can't. You
That's
can't
the
pick
only
and
thing I
choose
would
parts
say.
of the Bible you live by. You're just homophobic.
No,
One of
it's
my
just great
favorite,
because the guy who built up so much goodwill shit that all out the window in one press release.
Yeah.
I've
James
never seen it.
Reimer.
I've never seen a
Yeah.
quicker 180. It's honestly crazy.
James
Maybe
Reimer seemed
Mark
like one
Andre
of the
Fleury should have
nicest.
kicked his ass this year when he had the chance.
No, he's the thing with Reimer. I mean, we just know this now. It's the people who there are Christians who are accepting, and then there are Christians who are I love God and everybody that is just like me, but only me, only me. It's,
And then
it's
they say, "Oh,
collective.
everyone's created in God's image," and then they
Except
go
for those
being
queers.
racist and
Mhm.
Except for
homophobic.
you weren't created in God's image. Sorry, Jesus wouldn't accept you, even though Jesus would look fucking down upon all of you right now.
I'm sorry, dude. Jesus
Like-
is one of the fruitiest looking dudes ever. How can you not tell me that
The
man
guy
wasn't at
who,
least a
like, in
little
the
gay?
Bible preached to like love your neighbor. Yeah, he's gonna look at you and be like, "Yeah, I said love your neighbor, but fuck those guys." You're so right. Like he's gonna
Fuck
look at you and
these-
be like, "So you're
Fuck
telling
these
me?"
6 fish in particular.
I'm sorry, like all these diehard Christians, like you don't think Jesus doesn't think you're fucking crazy right now? Sorry,
If
like
there's a
he-
Jesus up there, he
if
thinks you're a
Jesus
fucking
came down from the
nut job,
earth and saw what y'all are doing, he would be so fucking disappointed.
bro.
That's
I
all
love
I'm
This
saying.
shit? Are you serious?
I saw a TikTok like a week ago of a mom who was letting her like 4-year-old daughter pick out like the colors for her room, and she wanted to make a rainbow that was like blue, purple, and pink. I think it was just, I don't know, it's either the colors of the trans flag or the bi flag.
That's a bisexual flag right there.
Yeah, I can't
That
remember
would be
which one
it.
it was. But then
Mhm.
she's like, "Oh," and then I realized the color she picked, so I had to sit her down and tell her, like, teach her about that, and but how that's so wrong because of our religion. And I'm like,
Ah!
That is the
Oh.
hugest problem.
Because a
That is the
4-year-old wanted to pick
hugest
colors
problem.
for her room. Like
Yeah.
I just
yeah. First of all, she's
Yeah.
4. When I was 4 and I saw a rainbow, I thought of unicorns. So I can guarantee it's the rainbow.
Yeah, she sees the bisexual flag. I'm gonna kiss women now. Like, come
I
the
can't
fuck
stop.
on. E-F-F-R.
I can't stop.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with me? Yeah.
And she's like, she turns 20. She's like, oh, gay porn. I can't help myself.
Mom, I keep looking at titties, I can't help it. Oh my god.
I really
keep
want to
looking
watch
up
the
gay girls
mummy. I
kissing.
really want to watch the mummy right now. I think it's happening.
But at the same time, I'm like, dude, if your daughter ends up being gay or trans or bi or whatever, who the hell cares? As long as she's
It's
Kill your
not
daughter.
because of
Hold
the
on.
flag. It's not because of the rainbow she put in her room. God. Oh, good grief.
Oh my god, she's gonna become a lesbian because I let her put up fucking colors in her room. Like these people actually have that kind of freak out. Like it's just
Yes.
it's the saddest shit I've ever heard. Oh my god.
Pretty
Alright,
sure
let's
all of
end
us
it.
mentioned we grew up in like religious house. Not me, like
What?
crazy,
Like,
but,
most
both
of us
my-
are Catholic, for God's sake.
Mhm.
Like
Exactly.
Both my parents.
I'm a
are
confirmed
Christian,
Catholic,
yeah.
and that's a load of bullshit that's coming out of James Reimer's mouth.
Both
Sorry.
of my parents are Christian, and they have taught me since I was a young person love one another, regardless of like their background. And I went to a Catholic school for like half my life, and we were never taught, oh, fuck gay people, all that stuff. We were always taught to love each other. Like,
I already said it.
I learned the
problem is not religion; it's how we interpret religion, and
Yep.
people. It's just idiots and bad people. That's the problem.
Yep.
And
And I
just
already
use
said it.
religion. as a
Born and raised
shield.
Catholic, but I was told to love my neighbor, so what I live by.
Yeah. Let's end that fucking segment with that note, Reagan. Love your fucking neighbor. Don't be a dick. Just don't, it's free.
That's a great point. Don't be a dick.
Just don't be a dick.
And
To
next
quote
time you
that
see a
man, Wasp
rainbow
in
in
the
the street,
party.
try not to have an aneurysm. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't
Sees
to
a double
quote
rainbow
Ant-Man
in the sky.
in the
Oh my
Wasp
god! I wonder what
Quantumania.
these guys do when they see a rainbow in the sky. Push the woke agenda. I can't believe there's a double rainbow in the sky right now. I cannot believe the radical left is
Christians, when you
killing
asked them
something
to
like
play
this.
Rainbow Road on Mario Kart, oh,
I cannot believe Nintendo's gotten away with this for 25 years. Like, just
Dylan, they're trying to program the kids.
I'm so tired. Like,
That's the other thing with that is like I always see people on Twitter being like, "Stop shoving like your like gay stuff down my throat." And I'm like, "Then stop shoving your religion down mine."
Stop
they're like,
shoving your
"I don't know
military
what you
jerseys down
mean
my
by
throat."
that.
I'm gonna become the most anti-military person ever and say that they're forcing.
just
the
start dropping
down my
military
throat.
propaganda clips. Just the whole Transformers franchise.
Stop shoving Transformers down my throat. I like the military part though.
I like watching them fly around in flying squirrel suits, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, when he hands Shia LaBeouf the cube and he's like, "You're a soldier now, boy," and I'm like, I like the military now. Thank you. Ugh. They need to start. I need to put.
You know what's great too? Those hardcore Catholics are probably fuck children too. So it's great. Like they'll bat an eye at when a priest fucks a little boy, but
hey guys.
that's not gay though. That's not gay though. Remember, they're not that they. I just
Hey guys, we can't feed children at school either. That doesn't actually help solve hunger issues. Like, you know, like, these same people will be like,
I'm
"Oh,
gonna
we need
lose
to
it.
protect
I'm gonna
our."
lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
I'm sorry. I can't
No,
do
no,
bench
no,
computer after
we'll move on,
this.
we'll move on.
I might actually die. I'm like spontaneously.
Oh boy, hi Spartan. Okay.
Hypothetically, if I were to wear a rainbow jersey in warm-ups, would that make me gay?
yes. Next
Oh
question.
no!
Yeah, you are
Sorry,
gay
I'm
now.
James Reimer. That's my thought process.
Oh my, these are
Okay.
fucking...
Let's move on. To sum it up, protect LGBTQ plus rights, all that. So, I want to move on to another thing. So Slater Cuckoo put this out on, I think it was his LinkedIn. I will pull it up right here.
It was his
I want to read this out. I left the game just over a year ago and thought I would share a little bit of my story throughout the next while in case someone is feeling shame towards their anxiety. You're not alone. I left the game because my life inside of it had gotten to a place that was unbearable and unhealthy towards my mental health. I would say I played a majority of my professional games without the ability to eat much, if anything, the night before and the day of games. Hockey night in Canada on a completely empty stomach? Let's do this, I guess. Anxiety shows up in all shapes and forms. One of the ways mine did was the inability to eat. I would get comments from teammates saying, "Hey, Kooks, you know the meals are free due to my weight dwindling," without them knowing the pain I was going through. I would hear from GMs and coaches that I needed to put on weight if I was to battle in the corners with the elite of the elite, not to mention the energy needed to complete those tasks as well. That just put on increased pressure. I would be asked to go for dinner with teammates on the road, knowing I wouldn't be able to eat. I would isolate myself and usually walk the streets, settling to discreetly bring takeout to my hotel room so nobody would know if I ate or not. I kept this in as much as I could my career. My dad had a nervous tummy growing up. I thought that is all I had. But when being continuously scrutinized for my on-ice performance, it caused a downward spiral, a vicious cycle of needing to eat but physically being unable. Be kind to one another because you never know what someone might be going through. And stop commenting on people's weight. It's freaking weird.
It is freaking weird.
It is weird.
Fuck yeah.
We love Slater Cuckoo for that.
I did that sucks, man. There's no
does.
other way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, everyone just looks at his career and they'll just be like, oh, well, he was a top 12 pick and he never really panned out. It's like there's so much more shit that goes into this than just being good at hockey. And no one's going to realize that until you go through it. Like, none of these fucking idiots on their keyboards know how hard it is to go on like a 9-game road trip where you're not eating and going from hotel to hotel.
You're away from your family. Maybe you're on like a new team. You don't know the team. It's like you're alone. Man.
It's cold plane, cold car, cold hotel room, back to the ice. It's just.
And when you're fucking skating, you feel when you don't have anything in you. Like anybody who's played hockey or any sport, worked out, exerted themselves that much, you fucking feel an empty stomach. You feel that it hurts and it sticks with you. It's not an easy fucking thing to go through. I don't want to get into like my shit, but I can just say that it does It resonates with me a lot, and I think that it never seems to lead to more, like a lot more people doing it, but I really, really, really hope people start to speak up more about this, because body image is a huge, huge problem in sports as well. Of course, you do need to, if you want to, play a certain position, maybe they might want you to put on a little more weight. Maybe you want a certain guy to bulk up a little bit, but it's when they start to really press. It's when the teammates start to ask. It's when guys like Ron Hextall change the fucking, because this doesn't just
when
show
Jack
up
Edwards calls Pat Maroon fat. It's shit
Yeah.
like that.
And
This
then
doesn't-
Alec Manoa getting fat shamed on TV. Like,
Yeah. No, this doesn't just show up in not eating. It can also show up in binge eating. There are many different kinds of eating disorders and issues of the sort. And there just is simply not enough understanding and empathy towards it in sports. At least from my experience, at least from all that we've seen, Pierce, you two just mentioned guys getting fucking called fat on live TV.
and then yeah,
And those same guys going, "Whoa, it's a joke." No, it's not a fucking joke. It's a shitty thing to say about someone. It's a shitty thing to say.
No,
and
but
this-
remember, they're
it's fair.
celebrities. They don't have feelings. So
Yeah.
and
No,
then
yeah.
they say that about guys, because like there's a couple guys on the J, like Alejandro Kirk. He's like 5'8", 240 pounds. Who cares? Like, he's an incredible tremendous athlete, but yet you're calling him out. You're just sitting on your keyboard, sitting on your ass, doing nothing with your life, while these guys are playing the highest like level of baseball in the world, and they're fucking killing it. Who cares if they're maybe a little overweight? Are you just gonna tell a kid who's like 10 pounds overweight, no, you can't make it? Or other way around, oh, you're too light, can't make it, like
God, I would love to see someone call Milan Lucic out of shape. I'd really love to see that. God,
Yeah,
you
athletes
can
have
actually.
reason.
No, and here's the thing: most of those guys you're calling like fat pieces of shit or whatever can beat the living shit out of you if they wanted to.
They're more in
They're
shape than
stronger
you.
than you. They're faster than you. They're more athletic than you. It doesn't matter what they look like on a fucking television.
I would
screen.
love to see Jack Edwards this far.
Let's see
apart
Jack
from
Edwards
Maroon
40
calling
times.
him.
Let's do that.
See, that's
See Jack Edwards do a dead sprint. I want to see that. I want to see Jack Edwards skate backwards. Let's see. Oh, he can't do that? All right, shut your fucking mouth then. Simple as that.
Real tough to call somebody fat through a fucking mic and a TV. Fucking it's ridiculous.
When your job is literally yelly, screamy Bruins guy at the TV.
No, he is the only screamy Bruins guy. Thank you.
He invented that type of commentary to the point where Colorado's got a guy like that now.
Oh, no, don't make me think
Like,
about
I'm
Colorado.
just saying,
Worse
he
than
opened the
outside.
pathway to
he's
that
cool.
type of
No,
commentary.
he did. No, he did.
And now
Trust
there's
me, I
like
know.
4 or 5 teams that have those kind of stupid commentators that are just get super overexcited and then don't give a shit about anything else. It's like, whatever. Oh no, but we gotta. But remember, it's personality, guys. We can't fuck with personality in the game. Fuck you. Like,
NHL's personality is being an asshole and not accepting of others. That's personality. That's a personality
But
they,
guys,
they,
it's so
they
quirky.
want.
It's such a masculine sport. Ooh, such a
It's such a masculine sport where like,
I'll
Well,
be
don't
honest
ask
with
me
y'all,
where
I'm
Rainbows
very
guys
glad that I
become.
do not use the meta social medias, Instagram and Facebook, because you look in the comment sections of those regarding Reimer and this, you're gonna lose brain cells or you're gonna punch your fucking phone,
Oh,
computer,
yeah, I'm not
whatever.
gonna
It's
go what
bad.
I-
So
what I
just
see.
anybody, I'm just saying anybody who wants to read about this stuff is fucked up as a place as Twitter is. It's probably
you're telling
when
me
I-
an app that's full of like middle-aged Karens was very mad about the James or like supporting James Reimer. Man, I am genuinely shocked.
listen.
What do you mean
This is
Fox
crazy.
News said they were
These were
supporting
the same
James
people,
Renner? And it
these
is
were the
God
same
given
people that
right.
were calling Kyle Beach
Well,
a fucking baby during
It's
the whole fucking shit.
heartbreaking because you see
Same fucking people.
I look on Instagram and it's not even Facebook. Yeah, you get the dinosaurs, but on Instagram, there's a lot of young players, hockey players. You see talking about this. W. James Reimer. Way to go for him, good for him. And it's like, and of course, you get the same kind of people with Slater Cuckoo calling him,
W,
calling
I'm
him
gonna
a
get my head
pussy.
kicked in on the ice.
You know,
Oh.
Mental health isn't real, all that shit. It's people that, again, Dylan, you said it. If
They're
it doesn't
ignorant.
affect me,
Oh,
it's
it's
I
fucking
don't. It
pain
doesn't
in the
matter.
ass.
It's
Uneducated, unempathetic.
Yeah, it's no fucking empathy. And God, our world.
No, and
Is
God
it an
forbid
all-time
we
low
hold him to
to
some
be?
form of accountability. Like Jesus fucking Christ. Like it's just unbelievable.
Yeah. I agree. It's
Like I don't mean to go back even further, but I swear to God I saw people defending Bennington a week ago. Oh, don't you guys want personality in the game? This is what
Would
it
you
is.
want him on your team? No, I wouldn't.
Being
My
a-
goalie is
okay,
way
so
better than
apparently,
you.
guys, apparently having a personality is being dog water in net and then trying to fucking spear people in the balls. Oh man, I love personality.
Really,
It's
Also-
what I
great.
said?
Also, documented racist.
You know what I
Come
said
on.
about Jordan Bennington? It's literally that episode of South Park where when he
Yes.
weasels out everything possible, and at the end he gets his shit kicked in. That's what's gonna happen to Jordan Bennington soon.
Yeah, Jordan Bennington spears a guy in the balls and gets ejected. What's up, bro? Speed you in the balls. What's up with that? Fucking Fleury comes over there. Whoa, 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 whoa! I don't know why you're getting so crazy now. Like, imagine Marc-Andre Fleury being like, "Let's fucking fight," and the refs
Dude,
are like, "No."
I said it last episode when the angel of the NHL comes over and says, "Wouldn't it be funny if I beat the shit out of that guy?"
He also
Come on,
wanted
let
to
me.
fight James Reimer this year too. Just saying.
He knew. He knew.
Like a ball of like genuine happiness and sunshine, and like I feel like when he's ready to throw down to somebody, you know it's bad.
I would love to see him like bloodied up, smiling afterwards. You know. Wait,
Oh, and he
wow.
could kick the shit out of someone too. I'd be convinced.
Oh,
Fleury
dude,
totally
yeah.
could.
He could beat the shit out of somebody. He could wipe the fucking floor with Jordan Bennington.
Oh, absolutely. Anyone could, but particularly Fleury. Yeah. I could beat up Jordan
95% of
Bennington.
the
Let's be
league's
real.
gonna run his shit. Like it's
Oh, I'm sorry,
Even
Paulo.
Apollo agrees.
Paulo, you know what? No,
Paul's like,
no.
let me run that guy real quick.
I don't care what you think about James Reimer. Yeah. Now he's bringing up Provorov.
Cat's being homophobic as hell right now, Jimmy.
I
don't
know.
like this.
I'm sick of these
So, like-
homophobic cats. They're everywhere, bro. They're everywhere.
It's not the picture of the homophobic dog, just like Apollo. She's like not too fond of gay people.
I know what you are.
Oh god.
Big fruity.
So yeah, to wrap this whole thing up, anyone that says hockey is just a sport, just listen to the last half an hour what we talked about. Hockey is just not just a sport. It's more than just that. All the work that goes into it, like all the different people that are trying to celebrate the game of hockey. No, it's not just a sport. Your sport will always be political whether you like it or not. And if you think it's too woke, then don't fucking watch it. I don't know what to tell you. Are you just going to be so disappointed in your life? Oh, they're doing this. They're trying to be inclusive to people. No, I can't watch this. I can't watch it. Entertainment. No. Go to that anti-woke club with Joe Rogan. Why don't you go do that?
I'm sorry.
Where you
sticking
can
my
go,
phone.
yeah,
I got
where you can go like where it's so anti-woke, it doesn't even let you take your phone in it because freedom of speech and all that. Anyway.
Yeah, guys, my pronouns are kiss my ass. Like I just
Yo,
wanna put a
how do they
bullet in my
keep
throat.
doing this? How do they get away with it? Yeah.
Oh my god, you know what's so great about my humor? People are laughing usually when I say it. It's like, yeah, that defends your blatant homophobia, bud. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't understand. When I'm homophobic in this
Yeah,
day
guys,
and
I
age,
only
people
said
don't
N-word
like it.
5 times. And they all laugh, so it must be.
Wait,
it must
what?
be okay, right?
Oh
Like,
no, I did
It's
not.
because they were at the non-woke like I people. Honestly, like I have. We need to stop talking about this. Jesus fucking.
Yes. Let's
Like,
get some
thanks,
good
guys.
shit, dude.
Now I'm just fucking fuming mad. This is awesome. Like,
Reagan, you announced this
Reagan.
one. This is all you.
Wait, what?
This
Sorry.
section.
you have started the storm.
You're on the floor. Pressure.
Pressure.
No, next section of the notes, that's all you. And your jersey
What?
says why.
Talk to us
Oh.
about the Indy Fuel making the playoffs.
Fuel made the playoffs for the third time in franchise history.
Woo!
They beat the Comets to clinch, which was a lot of fun because that's a big rivalry, and it was just a really chippy, stressful game. But I'm excited.
Yeah, how are they? Okay, I have not really paid attention to the Fuel this year. I kind of do with the Ice Hogs. I usually don't with the Fuel. Like, how have they been this year? Are they clinging onto a playoff spot, or how have they been in the division?
So they started off really, really well, and then they were in first in their division for a really long time, and then they hit a little bit of a rough patch. At the same time, the Toledo Walleye, who's in our division, went on a 17-game win streak.
Jesus! Oh my god,
So
that's fun.
Yeah. I think we played them Friday. We also played them last weekend, and I think last weekend they against us, of course, had won their 16th straight game, and their goalie luckily we scored on them, but their goalie hadn't even let up a goal in 2.5 games, and I was like, solid. Which we did take them to overtime on Friday. Probably could have won that game had we not taken a penalty with like 30 seconds left in the third period. But you know, I
that
have
always helps.
I have high hopes for the playoffs. I think we can make a decent run.
Win the Kelly Cup.
I hope so.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna
Well,
say,
were they-
Megan, didn't Indy deal with a lot of call-ups this year too? Like,
Yeah, that's why I'm like impressed with how well we've done. Just because with like the Hawks always having people injured, and then people going from Rockford to Chicago, and all of our best players are going up to Rockford, and I'm like, well, I mean,
what are we gonna do here? You need Pavel Gogolev, but he's
and then he
gone.
got cut.
He's back to Newfoundland with you.
yeah, so it's like good for you guys for like bettering your career and like actually having like that chance in the AHL. But at the same time, please come back so we can win the Kelly Cup.
Please.
It's like we need
Have a
some
Gogolev.
ammo down here.
Yeah.
we don't have enough firepower for this playoff run yet.
Yeah, like we literally had yesterday one guy signed like a PTO with Milwaukee, I think, and then 2 guys got called up to Rockford today. So it's like, well,
Well,
there's that.
that's the thing with the ECHL that's so crazy. Like those rosters are so interchangeable week to week. It seems like I remember when Riley McKay was down there once upon a time. I don't know if he still is.
Oh
You
yeah,
know who
Reagan,
that's
you
great?
love Riley. Didn't
Oh
you?
yeah, he got traded. That's
Yeah,
right.
he got traded on one.
Wasn't that your boy, Reagan?
Yeah, I
about
loved him.
Little shit starter.
Oh yeah.
Hey, for the Saskatoon Blades.
Wasn't Stauber in the ECHL this year too? I want to say, or was it not Stauber? Who was it?
Wells, right?
Wells was in. That's what it was.
Yes.
I was like, one of the guys who made it to the Hawks was in the ECHL this year. I'm pretty
Ooh.
sure.
How many
Reagan,
guys
I-
that have played on the Hawks this year played in the ESHL? That's an interesting question. I feel like there's been at least a couple.
You know what I gotta say is, I mean, we talked about this over the offseason that Davidson has targeted actually like adding firepower to the minor league team and adding veteran
Well, you know what,
presence.
Jimmy,
And-
your point is mute because he traded away
Minute?
Dylan Sakura. Yeah, minute. Yeah,
So-
I mean,
oh, you're right.
He traded just.
Oh, they just lost
Dude.
60 points. 60
dude.
points.
Not only that, they lost 20 goals and 40 assists. That just seems unfair to lose that.
Paco Grimaldi could never.
Oh. Speaking of AHL teams, you know what made me laugh today was when Nashville said, "Oh, we're literally icing an AHL team." It's like, oh, brother, you still
You have no idea. You have no
You
idea.
definitely are not even close.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh,
my-
but we
my
have
friend-
Evangelista. Roman
We
Yossi
have-
still plays 45
We have
minutes a
Buddy
night.
Robinson, baby.
Oh, we only have UC Saros. Like, get. Fuck
You
out.
can't. I'm sorry. If you have,
And you
you
still
can't have an AHL roster and have UC Saros and Roman
Yeah,
Yossi.
UC
Those are
Saros,
NHL.
Matthew
Those are
Shane.
two of the best. Those are like 2 top 25 players in the entire league. Position list. Those are top.
Tommy
25
Novak. Tommy
But guys,
Novak.
we traded Ekholm. Shut up.
And don't
Should have
don't
traded
forget
4 years ago.
Cole Smith, baby.
we understand that's a rough roster, but that is not an AHL roster. There are levels to this shit.
There
Yeah.
is
It is the
a
Blue Jackets and the Hawks. Those are the
50-foot
AHL
pile of
teams.
shit.
No,
and
the
there's
Jackets aren't even
Blackhawks.
built like an AHL team. They're just terrible. There's
That's fair.
levels to tanking at
You
this
know
point.
what? They do have like Goudreau, Line. Nah,
Dude,
yeah,
on
yeah.
paper, that team should not be in dead last.
They
like
should at least
are,
be a
but they
bubble
are.
team.
It's like Anaheim too, to an extent. Anaheim on paper doesn't.
No,
look
Anaheim
terrible,
should not be as bad as they are.
But they just.
By the
Dude,
way,
it's the coaching, dude. Like I know we stressed it with Richardson a lot, but like,
no, it is.
holy crap! Like, go watch one of those bottom feeder teams and then watch our team. It's not the same. Like I've
Who's
watched
that?
the Sharks a couple times this weekend.
There's a general fuck with the Blackhawks. There is not with those teams.
No, like
It-
these
it-
teams are just they phoned it in for the last 25 games, and I don't blame them.
This is why I am the ultimate like. Oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. Go on, so Luke Richardson. I was like, Kyle
Luke
Richardson.
Richardson.
Sorry, I'm having a fucking concussion moment.
Nah, my favorite at Richardson is just every time the Hawks score first, and I get a text from my dad that says this guy's too fucking good. Because like
Dude,
the Hawks
there
have
is
scored
a-
first like 7 of the last 8 games.
This is why I am not like, and I know I'm probably wrong, but this is why I'm not. I don't think I would give my fucking. I will sell one of my brothers for that first or second pick overall.
No,
I got 4
not Big
brothers.
Chongus. You can't
I've got,
do that, Jimmy.
I'm
You
like
can't do
that one in Infinity War. I've got blood to spare. So 4 brothers, whatever. I got 3 more. But if they pick 3rd or 4th,
But
like
sire, the troops,
Me, when I'm
just do
trying
it.
to open
Here's-
one
I'm but I it was weird. I saw people in the poll that Ben Pope created that perfectly split down the fan base somehow. There were people in the comments that are like, I just think Richardson's like, the guy for now, and then when we compete, we move on to somebody else. And man, no,
Jared Bednar
no,
stuck around there
no,
on dead last.
buddy.
Like, just-
You get this much, you get this kind of hockey out of this roster. Why don't you want that guy coaching a good one? Look what he did with Montreal in the
God, give
playoffs.
him that 18,
with that
19
mid
ball
team,
in the
with that
playoffs.
mid team,
I'm sorry, if Lucas Carls, if we get not Lucas, what the fuck is his name?
Leo Carlson.
What's up?
What
Leo
are you talking
Carlson?
about?
Leo Carlson. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
Leo
I'm
Carlson. I was like, who are you talking about?
You got Lucas.
I'm talking about my
I
Carlson.
heard
son.
Lucas, and I was
Okay?
like, Michael?
Respect my son. But Leo Carlson, I'm not losing my mind if we get him or Benson, because this team doesn't need to be in the playoffs in 1 or 2 years. It'll be painful. It'll take longer, but that's how this goes. Look at Detroit. That's how this goes. Look at LA. That's how this goes. It just goes that way, and it's okay if it takes a little bit longer. If they actually have a solid coaching core, I'm not as worried.
I feel like I've watched more Leo Carlson than anyone this year, and like, if you're expecting him to change the franchise, good luck with that.
Oh,
So-
buddy, that's my point. Is he's not. He's
I
not
don't
going
think
to
you
change it.
should be.
He's not gonna
Unless
change it,
it's Bednar
no.
Fantilli. No.
No, I'm sorry.
Maybe
That's my
Mitchkov.
bad.
Like,
I mean to say
after
that.
that, you're not getting
No.
an impact player.
I mean to say
You're
that
gonna
he's
get like a
not
second
going
liner,
to.
but you're not gonna get impact player.
I think that it's okay to get that kind of player from this draft. And you can look at the next one. You can look at trading for guys. I don't think you need 1 or 2 this draft. It would be
I
fucking
agree to
great.
disagree, but yeah, I'm sorry. There's not a prospect in the next 5 years that's like Bedard.
That's
I can
Guy
confidently
has
say that
70
shit.
goals. Guy has
Oh,
70
not
goals.
Bedard. No. I'm thinking.
No,
Bedard.
but like that's the reason I'm not. No.
No, I understand. I
There's
completely
just like,
respect it.
yeah, I'm glad there's 50% of the fan base that's going to be cool with getting the 5th overall pick, but yeah, that shit's not going to sit well with me. Sorry, like,
Fair enough.
because like someone said it best in that situation that they proposed. You literally get Bedard McCallum and then blast him into the sun and you'll get Richardson. If you want to play that hypothetical, that's the hypothetical. But what do I know? Jesus. We'll just get Will Smith, and then we'll find out he's the guy who wasn't even driving his line at the United States Development Program.
No, it's Chris Rock.
Wonderful. Like, I'm really not looking forward to for picking 4 or below, because like I don't know. I just don't know. Like, fucking for all we know, he could fall in love with like Edward Chalet or some shit. Like, make
I
this
don't know.
job. I don't know.
That's again. I've said we all view this differently. We don't all just have one aligning view. Like I would, an ideal world, the Blackhawks obviously get Bedard or even Fantilli, but then there's also a reality where that doesn't happen. So I need to see like it come draft day, because just so much can change in the next bit with the draft lottery. But I understand, Schmidt, why you're frustrated about it. And it's like,
100%.
Well, no, because like I see people on Twitter that are just like, well, we can get a first liner and pick 5. I'm like, no, you fucking can't in this draft. There is like a night and day difference with Leo Carlson and Adam Fantilli. I'm sorry. And that's coming from someone who watched SHL tape and has watched this whole fucking season this year. I love Leo Carlson. That guy is not going to be what people think he's going to be. Because like people are expecting him, like the way they talk about this draft class, they're saying he's on the same level as Bedard and Fantilli. I don't see that.
No, hold up.
I
No.
do not see that.
No.
I don't fucking see that. I've
He's a good
watched so much of
player.
this guy's tape. There's a lot to like, but there's not that. So-
Carlson could be a first line guy, but like when we're talking about Fantilli and Bedard, even Mitchkov, like these guys.
Carlson.
In the case of
Mitchkov's
Bedard
almost-
and Fantilli,
He's
they're
almost
Since
franchise
Mitchkov got traded, he's
players.
like what 0.75 points a game in the men's league.
Mhm.
Like it's not
Yeah.
okay. Like
Carlson's more like Dylan Larkin level. Like
no,
you got
he's more
a
Kevin
good.
Hayes, which is why I don't want him.
Ooh, I wouldn't say that, but
Yeah. But I mean,
If he doesn't hit his
more in
upside,
terms of-
he's Kevin Hayes.
That's
Well,
fair,
well, yeah.
I think ceiling is Dylan Larkin, and that's the problem. I don't know
He
about play
doesn't skate
styles.
like Larkin though.
Not saying I don't know about play styles, but in terms of like what you're getting a guy who can be
I
a
think-
first line center, but he's not an elite first line center.
No.
He can be that, but he's not going to be your championship first line
Here's the
center.
thing. Here's the thing. This is why I'm not looking forward to picking past 3.
Mhm.
None of these guys have elite skating afterwards. Like
Yeah,
even
yeah.
Bedard to an extent doesn't have elite skating. He has
Yeah,
good
but
skating.
he's just so fucking good.
doesn't matter.
He's all right at other stuff. He's all right.
Not like I don't know, man. It's not like a couple years ago where you had like a Tim Stützle at 3, and it's just like
Yeah.
that makes a lot of
Who-
sense.
who's
It's not like you
dynamite.
have a William Eklund that's falling down the draft, and it's like, oh, Eklund's got the skill to go 1 if you really want to. Like that's not the case with like a Zach Benson. That's not a case with Will Smith. Like for God's sakes, I have heard so many differing opinions on Will Smith. I don't want to touch that fucking prospect anymore. I've heard people
Yeah.
say he could go top 3. I've heard people say he's the 3rd best player on his line. I don't know who to fucking believe in that scenario. Like Pierce and I have had prospect guys on the show that have said Ryan Leonard and Oliver Moore drive their team more than he does.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Didn't I believe what's his face came out here and said that. God, who's we had on lately?
Mitch
I
Brown.
feel bad saying that. I know he's done a million things more than me in my life. That oh my gosh, Mitch Brown.
That's what I said.
Yeah, he was talking about Ryan Leonard. Yeah,
I'm just
I'm with
saying,
you,
dude,
Dylan.
like, it's
I
not
don't
as-
want to touch a guy who's that questioned on his line. That's a no for me.
No, I don't mean to keep going in circles, but Pierce gets where I'm coming from. It's not as clear cut once you get past 3. It's
Oh, I understand.
it's-
No,
as
Zach
much as
Benson
people will
and-
tell you that it is not clear cut whatsoever. I would say 4 through like 15 is a crapshoot.
no,
it's
for
not a
someone
bad
who
crapshoot.
hasn't.
It's just I don't know how any of these teams value these forwards after 3.
No, as somebody who has not been on like you guys, I've not heard one similar opinion past 3. I've not heard one opinion that's the same. Because
I mean,
yeah,
for
you
God's
said
sakes,
it's-
when we did our prospect show, all of us had different rankings after 4. I'm pretty sure, even
Yeah.
at 4. Like,
Here's my thing. Like, I love guys like Carlson. I love Andrew Crystal. Like, I think all these guys are top 10 guys, and pretty much any other year, like these are guys that go in the top 5, top 3, and I think they could be first line forwards. But it's just when you see Bedard and Fantilli, and this whole franchise's goal was to tank and get one of those guys. I'm not gonna like lose my shit if they drought. Like, they're still getting an amazing prospect, but it's just when your whole goal was to get one of those guys, and you don't get them, it leaves more to
it's
be
gonna leave a
desired.
sour taste in your mouth, no
Mhm.
matter how much you don't want to say it will.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. They lost to Brinkett. They lost Doc. They burnt the bridge with Kane. You did everything to get this pick, and if you don't get the pick, you better fucking hope you know.
That's
how to
really
track
my
talent.
whole problem is like if they didn't do that and they were just like this.
If you kept
anyways, like,
everyone and picked
whatever.
5th, I
Yeah.
wouldn't give a shit. I would not give a single shit.
Mhm. Like if it
I'd
was
be
like, last
oh wow,
year,
another great
yeah.
player to add to our system. Sorry. Pierce.
Yeah.
Well, when that was
Yeah.
your whole goal to get a Bedard Fantilli player and you don't get it, I totally understand where Schmidt's coming from. Like, and I understand
Yeah.
why it's frustrating.
Yeah, Dylan, I seriously can't tell you enough. I get it. I'm
never
this
going to
is
tell a
not
fan
me.
how to feel about something. You know?
I
Especially someone like Schmidt. Like,
I know it's gonna fucking hurt if they don't get that first pick. I am like, this is for my fucking mental health at this point. It fucking sucks that they're probably not gonna get that first pick, and maybe not even that second.
even
pick.
if they
I'm
were
past getting the
last,
first pick. It's if we lose out on Fantilli is what's going to get me.
Yeah,
it's not
I'm
even
with you
the-
on that.
yeah,
I don't
even
think
if
we're
they-
getting Bedard, but I just Fantilli, and he's perfect for Luke Richardson too. Like he would. Not only is he fucking Adam Fantilli, he fits in perfectly with the coach we have. He's perfect for him.
oh, he surely doesn't have a teammate that was drafted highly that's also in the same organization. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
What were you going to say though, Pierce?
Oh, I was gonna say like, oh fuck, I completely lost my train of thought. But that's the whole thing with tanking is if that's your deliberate goal, like even if you get last place, you still have less than 1 in 5 odds of getting the first overall pick. So it's like,
I think the reason I'm just so held on finishing dead last is just because like we've watched how this new lottery system works. I don't think anyone who hasn't finished in last place has gotten the first overall pick. Like since that's been implemented, like
I'm gonna run
2020 it
those
was
numbers.
Power,
I got you.
2021 it was I don't care. 2022 it was Montreal who finished dead last. I'm just saying, like I haven't seen a team from like 5 move up to 1. I've seen them move up to 2 or 3 or something. I haven't seen them move up to 1 yet. Since the Hughes pick, I'm pretty sure. No one's moved up to 1.
I just need to see the draft lottery.
Oh yeah,
That's-
and we got another
yeah.
month, dude. Like it's just stupid.
I have it
May-
right here.
We at
Yeah,
least
you're
at least
right
the
here.
playoffs will like delude that talk for a while. But
There
like,
have been okay.
rip the
we're gonna go
band-aid off,
from-
as you like to say, Pierce.
2022 first was retained. 21 retained. First was retained. 2020 Rangers moved to first. Who fucking cares? Horrible
No,
lottery.
That's a fucking.
Yeah,
red
that's
flag.
Batman Rangers.
You
and-
announce a
and
second
Devils,
draft
yeah.
lottery, yeah. Of course, the mystery picks winning first overall. Fucking rigged ass league, Jesus.
2019 Devils went from third to first. 2018 Sabres retained first. 2017 Devils moved from fifth to first. 2016 Maple Leafs retained. 2015 Oilers moved from third to first. And all the way back down to 2011, it is moving to first. Yeah, it's you, dude. You never, yeah.
No, like that's why I was
You
like,
finished
just finish
last,
as
that is
close to the
not
bottom as
ensuring it.
possible. Like,
Yeah.
granted, from what we just heard, apparently the spot the Hawks are in it is the spot that gets moved up more. Because like I heard 3 times where third got moved up, but like,
I will look at that
listen,
right
dude,
now.
like I'm not putting my hopes up in a bunch of balls moving the wrong way, which is why I just get so like. I could be fully for the rebuild, but the second we start talking about those stupid lottery balls, I'm gonna have the same reaction every time because you literally put the franchise's future in the hands of a bunch of fucking balls. And like I said, it's nothing against Leo Carlson. It's nothing
James
against Zach
Ryder can't support
Benson.
that.
Dude, those are probably top line guys, but when you just
I
look at-
love Zach Benson's
yeah.
game. He's great. It's just
That kid's fucking. Oh, that kid's gonna get pissed.
it's just not the type of consolation prize you're gonna want with Bedard's.
You gave up Kane, Dr. Brinket, and Tatum.
If it was last year and they take Benson or any of those dudes, I'm cool, dude. I'm so cool because like those guys, like you said, Pierce, probably go top 7 in the like top 5, 7. If it was last year's draft, maybe top 3. Because I mean, yeah, Slafkovsky 1 looks good on you, Montreal. But I don't know, man. I could go in circles
It's-
with the draft all day.
it's really we really just need to see the draft lottery and because who the hell knows what could happen? Like the Blackhawks could just lose all the remaining other games, which is not.
Dude,
gonna
there's
happen.
also like
Phil Lopez,
there's
you
also
wanna
that
draft
slim
him?
chance that Mitchkov's on the board when they're picking after 3.
Mhm.
Does
Oh,
Wirtz
yeah,
Wirtz let
definitely.
him jump the gun and pick him? I don't
No,
think
I'm
so.
giving no. I'm
That's
giving
why I
Wirtz
get
his
so
sleeping
pissed
pills
about this
early.
shit.
Wirtz gets his sleeping pills
Make
early.
it to
and
where
Davison
Rocky
goes up
Wirtz
there.
doesn't put his fucking paws on this pick. Because if it's below 4, he's gonna put his paws on this pick. Fuck, if it's 3, he's gonna put his paws on this pick.
Oh, if it's outside Bedard Fantelli, like
Oh, he's walking in there and being like, I want the guy who's gonna be here in 1 year because I'm gonna lose money. Pierce and I have had this talk ad nauseum, and the more we talk about it, the more I feel like it's gonna happen. Because
It's
I mean,
very
fuck, this guy had an
realistic.
outburst at the town hall after signing a bunch of checks for the Kyle Beach shit. I know this guy doesn't like losing money. He's just like his fucking dad. Ugh. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, ever. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Danny Wirtz, we are looking at you. We are always ready.
I just need to see the draft. That's all. Like
I
I have faith.
I
in-
just
I-
want it
uh,
to fucking happen already. It is every
I need to
fucking
know.
day I think about that
I don't
draft.
know.
Every day. Oh,
I'm more excited for round 2 of that draft because we have a lot of early picks, and I could see a lot of guys from like just. I mean, Pierce, you've seen it. Like a lot of these draft rankings after pick 10 are completely different. I'm very curious to see who's there with those first picks.
We've heard like Andrew Crystal might even fall to, which he fucking should. He should
That
be a
should
top
not
10
happen
pick,
ever.
yeah. Mm-mm.
Dude, if we could get fucking like, that's another thing. If we end up getting like Zach Benson at 5, but then some godforsaken reason get Crystal with the Lightning pick, I'll shut up forever. But I just
Dude, like,
you can't fucking bank on that.
and that's the thing. Like we saw Arizona last year. Like they moved a bunch of their late picks to move up to like 11. Granted, they or whatever it was. Granted, they got Connor Kiki, but like I trust Kyle Davidson and his scouting staff. Again, it's really all about that first pick.
Because like you already have a good prospect pool, but like this could be the prospect you could center that good prospect pool around.
Mhm.
That's what it comes
Like
down to.
Korchinski, Nazar, like those are first line guys, but you need a guy who's going to be driving the bus, your franchise player, your face of the franchise, and that would
The guy who's
obviously
gonna
if they
play
got-
20 plus minutes a night for you, fucking all situations.
and like when Bedard's going to be I have no doubt he's going to be a 50 goal scorer in the NHL. He's going to he always finds
at
ways.
least.
At least like he could potentially even crack 60. And Adam Fantilli is just going to be a workhorse number 1
He'll be
center
point a
where you can put him anywhere in the lineup, like or anywhere, like any situation. Like that's
People don't
perfect
realize
on
that like
guys.
his stock skyrocketed at the World Juniors, not because he wasn't scoring, but because he was getting all
His
the top
two-way
line
game.
assignments. He was getting
Yeah.
all the top line assignments and
Oh
shutting
no, he
everyone
didn't
down.
produce offense. Let me just go 2 point per game.
Let me just go be elite defensively real quick. Sorry. And then when I get back from the tournament, I'm going to be 2 points a game to end the season. Like
Yeah.
he's a freak. Like that's why I get so hell bent on this shit, because these guys are the best prospects we've seen since
They
Sheffield.
are clearly better, and that's not a slight against the other prospects that are tier below them.
Nope.
It's just a testament to how great they are.
Like, yep. That's why everyone's fucking tanking this year.
Yeah, and again, we can really go in circles about this, so we'll move on from it.
Here's playoffs.
I really- That being said, I really think Columbus does get last place. Though.
Oh,
I think
Columbus
they'll-
is getting
No,
last.
they
It's
are.
more. It's more. I just want to get Fantilli at this point. Like,
Here's they are not. They're not finishing last.
Oh,
That team is
mhm.
so bad. That team is.
and they're going to be
the
good
roster
next
is
year
not
if
that
they get
bad.
a goalie.
The team
Like,
is bad.
that's
Dude,
the
they get
worst part.
fucking healthy. They'll be better next
It's
year.
just
Like,
that's the worst
yeah.
part. They're
Get
not
healthy,
even
but also
bad.
get a real coach. That
Also,
might
they killed
help
Cole
you.
Sillinger, though. We can't ignore that.
Yeah.
Like,
he has like 2 goals in 50
they killed
games.
this man.
Oh.
Like, what the fuck?
He's gonna have like 30 goals next
Listen,
year.
that
Don't worry.
stuff
It always
is
happens like
still
this.
fucking horrible.
Oh, it's still terrible.
Yeah.
There's just no way. around
David
it.
Juracek alone is.
When I just look, I
lost.
look at that. Yeah, I look at that scene. I'm like,
That's-
it's
Dude,
bright,
this
sunny
is-
in Columbus. Yeah, yeah. Not everything is bright and sunny in Columbus now, is it, Yarmo? Yeah.
He's still got a
My
first
plan has
Gavrikov.
succeeded.
Kill me with fire.
Anyways, let's talk about some good teams. Yeah, let's
my
talk about
God.
teams that
San
are.
Talk
Jose
about the
has-
Rangers are ass blasting every team in sight. But
Yeah.
guys, I heard they were going to be bad.
No, the Devils are gonna sweep them in the first round.
Yeah.
They
Oh
suck.
boy. Now they
If
won their last two
religion
games, a
allows.
combined 13-0.
Over the weekend on back-to-back games.
Yeah, that's just
6-0 again, and it's not like they're beating like Chicago or Columbus. They
No.
beat Pittsburgh and Nashville, who are fringe playoff teams. Like,
teams in the playoff hunt. That's for fucking
mhm,
sure.
Yeah,
Like if you would have told me going into this week that Nashville was in the hunt, I would not have believed you. They laid a fucking egg against the Hawks during the week, and then they get smoked over the
how
weekend
many
twice.
how many times in the past few years has the Western Conference had this kind of playoff race where it's like, yeah, I don't want it. You take it. You have the last playoff spot. I feel that's what's happening right now.
Since
with, like, Winnipeg.
2019, I feel
Yeah,
like this
Winnipeg,
happens every
Calgary,
year.
and Nashville. I think
These
that's
are-
what's happening with them.
It's a bad conference. It's a bad
Oh,
conference.
it is. We've
Well, that's
said
what
it
happens
ad
when you
nauseam.
dominate the NHL for a decade. That
Yeah.
those guys end up leaving
Pendulum
and they get old.
swing. Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
Getzlofs and Taveses aren't there anymore to run the West. Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, we got Father Time in the East with Bergeron and them.
Yeah,
Crosby.
Ovechkin and Crosby. Yeah,
Dude, Crosby's so sick. Oh my god.
dude, he is underrated.
Dylan,
He's
you
underrated.
is.
We don't talk about how good he is.
So you tweeted Dylan, still best in the NHL wearing skates right now. That's not Nate McDavid. Well, no,
And best,
honestly,
no.
grind,
He's-
best grinder of all time too.
Yeah, he's best grinder of all time, and I would argue when it's all said and done, he's gonna be top 5.
oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
oh yeah.
And,
He's
if
up
he, and
there,
if he didn't
yeah.
get hurt, it wouldn't even be a question that he's top 5. That's the problem.
That's how good he is. He missed a full calendar
He was
year, and
1,500 points.
Mhm.
Like fuck.
like that's probably 200 points he missed out on there. I don't know the exact
In his
math, but a
prime,
lot
too.
of points.
Dude,
yeah.
he was like 25 when he got hurt.
Pierce, it's probably at least 200. We're going off his pace. Yeah.
The year he got injured, he was on pace for like 140 points. I think
He was. He had like 80 and 50 or some shit, I want to say.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Something stupid. Like this guy is like, oh, Crybaby Crosby, blah blah blah. I don't give a shit now, dude. He just like slashes people on the legs and scores goals. It's kind of epic.
I mean,
the
there
way
kind of
Patrice
was that
Bergeron-
when he got into the league, but he was 18 and 19, man. That's the thing about Crosby is even when people were like, doubting him and judging, he always rose to the occasion. And it's
Dude, his
Being
He's a
older.
goat.
listen
and
to
not-
these 3 shortened seasons. So like 2010-11, he only played 41 games, 32 goals, 34 assists. 2011-12, he only played 22 games, 8 goals, 29 assists. 2012-13, lockout shortened season, and only played 36 games, 56 points. This guy's
Goofy.
not real. Like,
Goofy good.
goofy.
By the way, Patrice Bergeron, we mentioned him. 69 nice games.
He's gonna win the
54
Selke again,
points.
probably.
54 points. He's fucking. He's a
Doesn't age,
two-way
bro.
center. He's a two-way center.
he's gonna
The
win
guy
this
who has
Selke
some of
at
the
like a
best
38-year-old.
defensive assignments in the league.
He's
And he's
the
gonna come
Celtics
back and
win
win next year and win another one.
Yep.
'Cause it's Bergeron.
Is he at 10 yet? Because he's gonna get 10 at some point.
Like he has like 5 Selkies, which is
He can fill a
ridiculous.
hand.
Can one of you bitches just become good defensively? Because I'm sick of seeing this guy winning every year, as good of a person as he is.
I mean,
Oh.
Barkov tries, but speaking of the Panthers, Carter Verhaeghe's on a 40-goal pace this year.
That's
Like,
5 Selkies. Yeah, I was
that's a
right.
good
oh, only 5. Sorry,
Yeah.
only probably more than Datsuk, but that's just besides the point. Like, Jesus Christ.
No, but Trevor
Bergeron.
Zegras is gonna be as good as him. Someone said.
Dude, did you see what Adam Oates said about Trevor Zegras?
What was it?
Keep in mind, Adam Oates is Trevor Zegras' agent. And he's just like, oh, he needs less Instagram hockey plays and more actual hockey plays if he wants to win. It's just like, you're the same guy who got fired for trying to make Ovechkin play defense. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
Why would we ever utilize a player to their strengths ever now? Like, no.
Jesus. It's like when Ovechkin scores a power play goal and he doesn't move for like a minute and a half.
You know
and
what?
it's just
Schmitty?
like, this guy's just standing here.
Yeah,
Like-
no one's defending him. What does that say about you?
Yeah. No,
He's been
I
doing
love
this
the
for
people that are
20
just
years
like, oh, I would simply just defend the shot. It's like, okay, you get in front of a slap shot.
Okay.
You go get in front of it and shatter your shin. Go.
Leave Backstrom
Go.
open. Leave
Go, be a tough guy.
Kuznetsov open. Yeah.
Yeah, go be a tough guy. Go be a tough guy and go block that Ovechkin slap shot and go see why no one fucking does it. Like,
You're just hoping that puck doesn't get through to him. That's all you can do on a Washington power play.
I literally remember a shift when TVR was on the Hurricanes where he blocked 2 Ovechkin one-timers in the same shift and he couldn't walk afterwards. Like,
What? I don't know. I
they
think
need to defend it better on the power play.
I would.
They've
become
been
a
saying
student
it for
of
like
the game.
19 fucking years or something, whatever number it is.
Yeah.
Still hasn't happened.
No.
17, my bad.
He's about to get 40 goals too. After all, like, I feel like Ovi was like ice cold.
Dude, he had to leave because his dad died for a week, and he still had 40 goals. Like he's
Yeah.
That's badass.
Go,
It's very
go,
sad,
go.
but
The day he and Crosby retire, that'll be the end of an era.
They have to retire the same year. They have to retire.
They
the same
have
year.
to, or at least Crosby and Malkin do.
oh yeah.
Even though, like, that's another guy who's having like a really good year. Is Evgeny Malkin. He's like, he found the fountain of youth this year somehow.
He has 72 points in 69 games. Nice.
Oh,
like, decent.
decent player.
And then like
What?
Jason Zucker's bouncing back. Too bad they like can't play goalie or defense. Oh well. Sucks to suck. Maybe don't have DeWife Beater in net. Maybe you'll win a game next time.
But guys, Malkin sucks because he has 62 less points than Connor McDavid.
My favorite was like they announced, oh, Kucherov got 100 points. And it's like, and in my head, I'm just like, he's only 30 points behind McDavid now.
Dude, he's
Getting
34
there.
points behind McDavid. It's
Yeah.
actually goofy.
So stupid.
Every time I look at it, it's just
He's
so
getting a
goofy.
$150 in his sleep, and anyone who thinks otherwise is lying to themselves. Like,
Are you telling me Connor McDavid can't get 16 points in his last 12 games?
I'm sorry, he has to go less than his average point of game pace. Like, that's just so bad.
Dude, literally,
It's just-
if he goes
People start
points
talking
per
like he's
game-
any other player. 16 points in 12 games. Oh, whoa. How could Connor McDavid do that?
he's scoring 62.
Yeah.
He's at 58 now.
Oh, he might get
Really?
65,
He
honestly.
might get. You know what would be the best thing? Is if he gets fucking 70. Go a goal a game the rest of the year.
I
That's the
think he
thing,
can get
man.
70.
Here's-
I think he can get
here's-
90 assists, though.
You cannot tell me that there aren't teams that are lazy as shit at the end of the year, and he's gonna
No,
take
that's the
advantage of
thing.
that.
It seems
Perfect.
so unrealistic to reach 70 because it just seems like such a weird. Like I can't even remember the last time. It's definitely been since the early 90s. Like it's probably
He's
been 30
he's
years.
getting at least 66.
But if there's
I-
one
I-
player who can get 70, it's
Well, they play Arizona twice in the next 4 games, so that might help. And San Jose. Oh, yeah, dude, he's going to get 10 points in the next 4 games himself. You fucking kidding me? San Jose and
Mhm.
Arizona twice? Oh, dude.
Mhm.
McDavid's about to fucking drop a masterclass tonight. Oh, my
and,
God.
and they're third in their division. Like
Hey,
Yeah, remember when the
speaking-
Oilers were like dead in the water and then Ken Holland actually got off his ass and made 2 good moves at the deadline and it helped his team? What a crazy concept.
we never said that on a show. On this show, no.
By the way, Matthias Ekholm has been that fucking dude on
Dude, he is
Edmonton.
that guy. He is the top
Him
pairing.
and
guy.
Him and
He's been
Bouchard,
there
that's like-
forever.
As soon as he
They
got
actually
traded, we all
have it.
were just like, dude, that pairing is gonna be nasty, and it's lived up to the advertising and then some. Like I think Ekholm had 3 assists last game they
And
played.
it's not like, oh, Ekholm's gonna retire or he's gone to UFA.
No.
Dude, they still got him.
Dude, he got him for 3 more years, right? At like 6
Yeah.
mil or something.
And you got to extend Bouchard, man. Give him 8 years.
oh,
dude.
give
He's
Bouchard
already-
a long deal.
Yeah.
Don't bridge him. Don't bridge him.
Mhm.
Dude, that's
He's gonna make
you guys
you
don't bridge
pay.
him.
Literally
Seriously,
2
fucking
years.
It'll be
Nuke
worth
is gonna
it 'cause
have
he's
100
that good.
points. I saw someone was like, "Oh, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is gonna have 100 points this year." No one's talking about it. Someone was like, "And officially, 100 points does not matter in the NHL anymore because the non-elite players can get it." And I was just like, "Jesus Christ!"
And then I see Oilers fans like, oh, Draisaitl's not doing that great. Only 104 points in 60 games. He's gonna score 50 goals again.
No shit.
These are like the people who said Panarin was having a bad year, and then I go look at Panarin's stats, and I'm like, "This dude's over point a game." I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, sorry, if you produce offense at that high of a level, it's okay to take the night off on defense sometimes. Hate to break it to those people, but like
New York, they always want a new shiny toy.
dude, it's not even just New
Brandon
York. Like I
Davidson's
saw
in.
Winnipeg media bitching about Mark Scheifele not playing defense. I'm like, this dude has never played defense.
Yeah,
That's
what,
not his game.
Oh
he's
my
at the point of
God.
his career. He is not. That's not changing.
He's about to get 50 goals this year, and you're
Guys,
like,
I think
he needs to be-
Ovechkin needs to pass. I really think Ovechkin needs to finally pass.
No,
That's
no,
going to
no.
put him over the edge.
Literally.
No, Jimmy, Ovechkin needs to be a student of the game.
Mike Milbury.
Defense.
Mike Milbury say anything productive.
Don't make me
challenge. It's never
scream.
happened.
He's-
God. Terrible.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love hockey culture. It's so cool.
it's just so funny because the points McDavid's ahead of his teammate by 30 points.
And his teammate's
And-
second in the league.
Yeah, and his goals, he's first by 10 goals. He's 58 goals.
Silly. Oh,
Remember, because
silly,
he's going to shoot the
silly
puck more
Connor.
this year, guys.
And then he's first in that as well. He's stupid good.
Yep.
And
Best player
He's all right.
since Mario Lemieux.
honestly, they might fuck around and win a cup because the West sucks and the East might just beat the hell out of each other. And yeah,
Maybe of the year.
might be. What we've said this.
Maybe
so
he'll have to
much.
average 3 points a game in the playoffs to win in the conference final this time. Who knows?
That's the thing. Like McDavid and Draisaitl, we've already seen they can carry an average team in the conference final. You add Ekholm
Bukestad's a
and
good
Bukestad
pickup.
as depth players, and like if you even just get decent goaltending from Stuart Skinner, like that alone could get you to a cup final
I agree.
and win you the whole damn thing.
All you got to do is get hot at the right time. How many times have we said it? Like,
Mhm.
all you got to do is get hot at the right time. And it seems like they're hitting their stride at the right time, which is good.
Oh, I don't want to face them in round one.
Fuck
I
no.
don't want to play McDavid, Draisaitl, in any
Isn't it
playoff.
like, wouldn't it be versus Eichel too?
No, it's LA Edmonton right now.
Oh, rematch of last year.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well,
That's an interesting matchup though, because like it's the two of the best defensive centers in the league, and Kopitar and Danault. Like statistically, they're top 10 versus the two best offensive centers in hockey. Like that matchup itself has like
Miami
some
Heat,
the
is
Kings-
great,
storylines.
but
the
it's
Kings-
McDavid, Draisaitl, and Ekholm. Oh,
And the-
no.
And the Kings gave the Oilers all they could last year. Like it took a 2-0 win in Game 7 to get past them.
Yeah, it took Connor McDavid going beast mode in the third. period.
Literally skating out the whole Kings team to score against
Shit was
Jonathan
awesome.
Quick, who's now with Vegas.
Yeah, but remember, we can't have McDavid winning because it's not good for the game or whatever.
No,
No.
that's
You
that's
can't
not
have guys
good,
with
no.
skill doing well. You just can't have that. You know.
No, remember, he has to change his game in order to win a cup, according to Torts. Because that's working out so well in Philly right now for him. Losers.
Yeah.
Fucking. Ugh. What a
Yeah,
fuck.
And you know what?
Losers.
I'm gonna say it again, just as like a closing note on that Hawks talk earlier. As much as I complain about the Blackhawks situation, I'd much rather be.
Oh,
in the
there
Wild than the
are-
fucking Flyers. Like,
I could
oh,
name at least 5+ teams that I'd rather not be than the Blackhawks.
not
right
them,
now.
not Vancouver, like not Calgary. Like I don't want to be any of those
Oh,
teams.
no.
I don't want to be a
Calgary.
mediocre franchise. I do not want to be that.
Dude, the
I
Blues
said-
blow it up, and the Blues blew it up, and they're still like 10th last because they can't stop winning. Looks good on them, honestly.
Mhm.
No Bedard for you.
Oh, Bedard for you. Bad.
No.
Man,
Bad Doug Armstrong. No.
get out of here. Man, scared.
Also,
you
Matt
get Browning
Tkachuk's
and
going to get
Costa
100
is
points in his
better.
sleep this year. That's awesome.
Without
that's the
Johnny
only one who make the
Gaudreau.
playoffs.
Imagine
How they
making-
might have Pittsburgh blows it.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, like that's another case of a team getting hot at the right time is Florida, because Pittsburgh's reeling and Buffalo's reeling and Ottawa's
The
reeling.
Islanders are winning too.
Oh, the Island, dude, Pierre Engvall's a fucking beast. You seen his analytics the last couple games? This dude's on like a 5-game point streak.
Lou
He's doing
Lamb made a
awesome.
great trade. What? Maybe we doubted him
Lou
again.
Lamb's resurrection arc here. we
Lou
go.
Lamb strikes again.
Hey, no.
Good old Lou
Kyle
Lamb.
Douglas couldn't ever.
Hey guys, what Lou Lamoriello take has you like this? Haha, get it?
The Easter Lou Lamb, because he rises from the grave to get pure and ball and Bo Horvat.
I love it.
I'm so dead inside. Oh my god.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that so many times on the timeline.
Oh.
People are,
I saw like 4 straight tweets where it was just that, and I was like, just make it stop, please.
Wait, what are we talking about?
you
The
know that?
stupid Rapunzel meme or Tangled meme.
Yeah,
where the guy's got all the
I
knife
knew
in his face.
it was gonna
Yeah.
be the one. Yup, that one is annoying as shit.
And like, I feel like this meme made like it was relevant like 3 years ago, and it's making a comeback. Like, just no.
Here's
Do
my
not need
unpopular
that.
opinion.
Why is there
Fuck
bite
off.
always taken out of these MFers? Stupid.
Ugh.
So I think Toronto and Tampa is gonna be a great first round. I don't know about
Okay,
you
fucking
guys.
Who's in second right now? Is it Tampa still or is it Toronto?
It's Toronto.
Oh, it's
It's
Toronto.
Toronto.
man. How about that?
Not only are they 3 points ahead,
Oh, 2
they
games
have
in
2
hand.
games in hand.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
hey,
About
hey,
that.
guys! Guess how many games the Leafs have played? You won't get this. You won't get it.
Oh.
It's the funny number.
69?
Yeah.
Wow!
I thought it was 67. Oh, I thought it was 67.
And
I'm
don't
not
worry,
gonna
guys. The
lie.
Leafs are still. Don't worry,
That
guys.
would be
First
fun,
place
too.
is still in grasp. The Leafs are only 18 points behind Boston for first. It's reachable.
Okay, Edwin Leaf, calm down.
I can't wait till Boston gets like 59 wins, and the reason they didn't get 60 is because they lost to the Blackhawks.
Dude, I just can't wait till they lose in round 1 when they play the Islanders and Pierre Engvall gets the game-winning Game 7
I
goal.
said this. The Bruins are losing
Yeah.
4 games in the playoffs, whether that's getting swept in round 1 or losing 4 on to the Cup. That's what's going
Yeah.
on.
No, I'm so serious. Like, if there's any team that could give them a run for their money round 1, it's the Islanders.
Dude, the Islanders-
fucking beat them 2 years ago.
They beat them in 2021.
Yeah, and it was convincing too. If you remember that series, it took like
Mhm.
Patrice Bergeron magic to even get to overtime game 2.
That
Like-
was Barry Trotz Islanders
dude.
too.
Yeah, but
I
this
mean-
Islanders team is way deeper offensively, which is why I think
You also
That's fair,
Elias
yeah.
Sorokin.
they're not going to try to make them play their way. They can go play their way now, which is what's scary.
Also,
And also,
Elias
if you get
Sorokin is him.
Sorokin is
Yeah.
yeah.
If Sorokin gets hot and Olmark and Swayman have to share the net,
I can't remember. Remember when we went to the game with Keegan, and then we were talking about how he doesn't like Sorokin. Yeah, that looks real fucking funny now.
Looks good on you, bud.
Looks good on you.
to be fair, Sorokin was hashtag not good until that season. So
That's fair.
and we
That's
saw
fair.
him in
Yeah, they really should
October
have
of
traded him
that
to the
season.
Blackhawks.
So
Anyways.
Remember when Sorokin was a Blackhawk? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
He literally has a 924 save percentage in 3 seasons.
He's silly.
Nasty.
He's silly. You silly goose.
but guys, it's the system around him.
No, he's a good goal. He's him. Why do you think Blackhawks fans wanted him that back there? That's why I hate Darren Trigger. Anyways, won't bring that
Go
up.
carry water for someone already.
So the East, if the playoffs started today, it would be Boston versus Pittsburgh. There
Boston's
is
beating them in 4.
no 3. Yeah, they're gonna beat them in 3. It's gonna be so intense that they're gonna beat them in 3, and they're gonna skip over the 4th game. And they're gonna, yeah. So, yeah, it'd be Boston and Pittsburgh, and then it'd be Carolina and the Islanders. That would be an interesting
Oh.
series. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to cut you off, but I have to add this quote in here. This is from Canucks Talk. Thomas Drance. Vince Dunn was available to the Canucks for the pick they gave up for Jason Dickinson ahead of the expansion draft, and the organization didn't have interest. I didn't.
No.
Wow. They went from almost getting Vince done with that pick to dumping off Jason Dickinson to get Riley Stillman with that pick. That's so tough.
That's so Vancouver.
Oh, once again, do not
That's
even
so
wish
tough.
to be in Vancouver's situation, dude. Holy
That
shit.
is
I don't
so
care if
nuts.
Pedersen's getting 100 points this year. It ain't worth that. It's not.
Who gives a fuck if he has 100 points this year? It doesn't fix any of their problems. Exactly.
If anything, it just prices him out in 2 years because he signed a bridge.
Oh god.
Oh, they were tire fire.
Don't
dude.
bridge your stars. Don't fucking bridge your stars.
Oh god, dude.
What
Oh my
happens?
god.
Tire fire. Tire fire.
Starting to learn
That's
that.
just terrible. Oh god. They were giving away Vince Young for. And
And
granted,
meanwhile,
Vince Young was not what he was 2 years ago. What he is now, because now he's like top pair defenseman in Seattle. He's been incredible this year.
dude.
But like,
Still
oh, I would have taken a
make that
flyer on
trade.
Dunn for a
You
second.
make that trade. You make
Yes,
that trade.
especially
10
since your
times out of
team's always trying to compete. Like, and that would have been a cost-controlled defenseman, unlike Hronik. Oh, he's gonna cost you
And then
$7
they could
annually.
have
No, like they're a tire fire. They traded their first round pick. That's probably gonna be like top 18 for
They're
Horvat.
getting a top 20 pick out of that.
No, they're
Which
not.
is what they need.
Well, no,
they
not
need-
anymore.
Oh,
Detroit
I
is.
guess so. Well, that's what I meant. Like,
Oh, yeah, I know.
They
what
could
you
have
mean.
had.
It's
They
just
could
like,
have.
it's like, fuck. This
The,
is what
the
you
Iser
needed.
plan had a little bit of a.
No,
and
but
then they're
guys,
like,
Billy
oh, we
was
got
good his
you.
first
Don't
5
worry.
games,
We'll
so
give
it's
you
okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Philip Hronik still can't play defense, right?
He was
That's
fine
kind of
this
something.
year, but like common Eiserman masterclass,
Dude, he's so high. He's so
Yo,
high.
Valhalla?
bald-headed fuck who doesn't have a job. Take notes. When the defenseman has a career year that is unsustainable, this GM got rid of him for max
Now,
price.
Schmitty, what could this possibly be in reference to?
Hmm.
I hate this league. I hate this team. I hate that fucker. I hope he burns. Terrible.
Let's not talk about him. Bad vibes from that guy.
No, but I'm just saying, like, this is why Eiserman's great, because he fucking
Oh, yeah.
like it's unsustainable play from Hronik this year. It was a down year from Sider. Just go trade Hronik, and then Strider's gonna fucking bounce back,
we
which
don't
is
have a right-handed
exactly what has
defenseman,
happened.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, we'll just call Simon Evanson up. Oh no, we'll just have to drop another defenseman with the draft
Oh
pick.
no,
for
we'll
that.
just
Oh,
extend Jake Wallman on
no.
a fantastic contract.
Oh
Like-
no.
Yeah, Wallman just turned into this all of a sudden. It's fucking crazy.
No, my
Good for
favorite was
him.
like Detroit was like 2 points out of a playoff spot and still had 3 first-round picks. Like that's just why Eiserman's the man. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he traded Jake Verana, so I'm gonna say that he sucks.
No, he traded my baby. He traded Bertuzzi and made Larkin cry. I don't give a shit. Like Jesus.
That's why Steve Eiserman is great. He does not give a fuck. He'll do
No,
whatever
but
he
I
needs to do.
thought Red Wings fans told me Dominic Kubalik was fixed, so like they're fine, right? Like
Oh, the amount of I saw. Why would Chicago give up on Kubalik for free?
I wish I hung on to those receipts in October, dude. Because like we
You can
all
always
said
look
it. It was
them
just
up.
like,
We should
oh,
go
he's
find
fine.
those.
Just wait till they start watching.
That's
film
what
of
happened.
it.
And then, like, I think a couple weeks ago, I saw, why is Kubalik even in the lineup? He doesn't even do anything.
That's why he got cut. Sorry, guys. But no,
That's
what does the team know that watches these players every night? It's like when Leafs fans try to tell us that David Kampf couldn't play defense. Remember that? That was fun.
Oh,
What does this guy even do?
God,
Plays
what is
defense.
if I remember correctly, Jay Fly's card says that he cannot play defense. So he cannot play defense. So thank you.
Schmitty, you're yelling so loud, your mic cut out. Oh, man.
Real. Very real.
And Reagan's also muted. We just lost half of our.
Sorry,
We just lost
You're
half
good.
our troops.
Yeah, we've lost.
I just-
Yeah.
muted myself because the dog was so freaking
Oh,
out.
here.
It's just
you are
fucking
good.
awful. Like, I love
Tyler
when
Bertuzzi, you are no
Love that.
longer on the turbo team.
the turbo team.
Oh no, guys! What about we traded away Tyson Perry? What's gonna happen to Tyson Tuesdays now?
The turbo team. No, you can't be a part of the turbo team.
You can't help the couch. Let's your part of the turbo team.
God.
Pierce, tonight. What are you doing tonight, Pierce?
You know what? I'm doing nothing tonight, but you know what's cool? My brother turns 18 tomorrow. It's gonna be his 18th birthday. We're gonna
Ooh,
have
happy.
flowers.
What's his name again? Or I'm not
Peyton.
gonna, you know,
Peyton.
Peyton. Peyton. Happy early birthday to Peyton, everybody. We had a happy birthday to Peyton.
I'll
Hell
give him
yeah.
his tax return sheet as a birthday present.
That's what. I'm pretty sure he already got a thing like, oh, we have a provincial election I think it's in April or May, and it's just like,
Happy birthday!
hey, you're turning
Fucking
18 soon. Get ready to vote now. Yeah.
You're enjoying your cake.
Pick a
Well,
side.
You ever thought about, healthcare?
Yeah.
How do you feel about free healthcare?
No, but
How do you feel about taking that away?
I just want to take the. I love my little brother. Like he'll always be my little brother. It's so weird thinking that he's graduated this year and he's gonna be an adult. What he's
Pierce, that's kind of wild because Big Chongus turns 18 in 11 days.
no
10
shit.
days after your brother does. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Real.
pretty cool.
Wait, you were not? Oh shit! Oh hell yeah! Well, one of our brothers was born 10 days apart. Let's get a little golf clap for that. Yeah. How nice! How cute! How wholesome!
Wholesome
Snaps,
one.
everyone
Keanu,
snaps.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves can never. I think.
I don't think so.
No, but I'm
Dominic
proud of
Kubalik.
my brother. He's got his own job and all that stuff. He knows what he wants to do for after he's done school. I'm very proud of him.
Oh,
Good for him.
Yeah, he'll always
Lois,
be my little brother.
don't
though.
ever look at Dominic Kubalik's 2022-23 game log.
Worst
Like,
mistake of my
ever.
life.
Worst mistake of my life. Oh God. I mean, it's just I feel bad because like I was kind of hoping he found his home. Like we couldn't you wouldn't pay him $4 million for what he did last year. You absolutely would not pay $4 million for what he did last year, and that was his qualifying offer. So Detroit gave him $2 million. That's what you give a guy at that price. You give him a flyer. But no, I guess some things never change. I don't know. Maybe he'll become Jesus again next year. Who fucking knows? With this guys
When
like
he
him,
gets
just
bought out again
streaky.
and then has a hot start and scores 10 goals, and oh,
Same
how
with-
could this team give up for nothing? And
I hope he goes to the Leafs.
Yeah.
But that's not a Dubas guy, so I don't think. Because like Dubas actually gets guys who like play defense.
No,
So
he's
I
going
don't
to
think that's
Ottawa.
on. I don't think that's on his.
Yeah, I'll
docket.
take a Carly Yarncroke over a Dominic Kubalik 10 days out of 10.
Mr.
Nah, my favorite was
15
when Leaf fans
goals.
told me that Kelly Yarncroke wasn't a good signing. Guys, he doesn't do that much.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know
that's
about
what he does.
4 years, but like it's still a good sign. You don't give a fuck right now about.
Dude,
the-
he's got a
about
career
trading,
high in
yeah.
goals and points this year, and now he's like got chemistry with Matthews. This is better than you could have ever asked for, in
Mhm.
my opinion. He has chemistry with Matthews and Tavares, so you could put him anywhere in the top 6.
He's like the ultimate Swiss knife player. He just
Yes.
and he actually produces offensively too. He's not just we're not talking just like Marcus Kruger, fourth line center. That you can
David
Hey,
Kampf.
you know what? No,
Oh.
Marcus Kruger scored a triple overtime winner against Anaheim. Don't disrespect.
This is very
him like
true.
that.
so
3 goals that
so-
playoff.
And he
as a matter
scored.
of
And he
fact.
scored in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final against Boston as well. People forget
That
that.
is so true. He did do that. Fucking dope.
Without that goal, they don't win the game. They don't get to overtime even.
Fucking love
Anyways.
Kruger, dude. Oh, that guy was so much fun to watch.
The perfect
little,
fourth liner.
little pest. Little pest.
A little past.
Yeah, a little pest. on
You're
your
the
team.
pesta. You guys want to get into the Twitter questions now?
Oh, dude, I've been reading
A
the Twitter
lot
questions. I'm
of
so ready
them.
to get into these.
Let's do it.
roll.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I
Fine,
actually
I was
don't
originally-
any Twitter
completely-
questions.
Dude, I was intending this to be like a mailbag.
Got my
episode.
go-go juice.
We'll talk about the James Driver stuff and Slater Cookie stuff, and then we got into like a bunch of other stuff. But you know what? We're fine.
Like
with that.
every podcast, we got
Yeah.
off topic.
Burfoot
Me and
Open-
Jimmy were having like an existential crisis on the podcast. So we're just like, hey, The Wizard of Oz was actually a pretty good movie.
I was listening to it in the car. I was like, what the fuck did this show tell me? I loved every second of it, but it
Oh,
was
I know, me too.
I was
Yeah,
like,
it's-
oh man, this conversation just like slowly just starts
You
going.
can
this
see,
way.
yeah, you can see the moment where he goes insane. Yeah. No, Jimmy, it's been almost 3 years of this podcast, and like those are the kind of podcasts we did right when we first started the show. Just some
Oh, which
nostalgia
ones?
shit, but I had so much fun.
Oh yeah.
I rarely go back to the podcast to listen to it, but I'm like, dude,
Who
that
the fucking
that-
Letty?
when
Mo
we
Sider can
played,
kick rocks. Holy shit.
dude, when we played the turn off your phone, it was slapping so.
Turn off the flash, you
Yeah.
fucking moron.
And then the beginning plays like it's such a perfect cut. That's my favorite video ever. Okay. There's 11 questions. Holy shit.
I know.
That's why I wanted to get that done and over with like in 20 minutes, and we're here like an hour and
Sorry.
20 minutes later.
Well, we kind of answered one of
Yeah.
the questions a little bit.
Guys,
Which one was that?
Um,
I don't know, I
Jacobs
can't remember.
to an extent because we kind of talked about like what we want the Hawks to do with that pick if they're
Yeah.
picking top 2. So
So let's continue off that. Lastly, non-hockey related stuff. Thoughts on the WBC injury argument going on? How happy are you with your team's offseason in NFL?
the WBC argument is dumb as fuck.
Me and Jimmy brought up last podcast. We did not give a platform to the guy who's making the stupid argument or
Nope.
which horrible company he works for. But I don't know how you don't see that. I'm not even American, but like when I watched that Trey Turner Grand Slam when they were down 7-5 to put them up 9-7
in Miami, like,
Mhm.
dude, like,
Oh, but no, people don't care.
go
about
ask
it.
anyone
Yeah.
in Japan if this shit's not worth it right now. Where they
Dude,
get
what
to
do we-
watch their fucking country's hero be a fucking god in this tournament in Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani had 2 million followers on Instagram. He now has like 3.5 million followers. Like he's almost doubled his account. People don't realize how fucking good he is. Like,
It grows the game. Like,
he is one of the best hitters in baseball, but he's also one of the best pitchers. But this guy's gonna get over $500 million plus next offseason.
First guy to
Let's be
do
on
it since
15.
Babe Ruth. Like,
Mhm.
genuinely. This good, at least. Since
Once
Babe
in a
Ruth.
generate, like literally once
Yep.
in a lifetime player.
And like the Oilers, he is on a team with the other best player in the world.
and
really-
they stink.
I really
I hate
hope,
baseball just for
Yeah,
that
I
reason.
I really hope Ohtani, because he is a free. I hope he goes solo.
Oh, go
I don't
anywhere
care.
else.
I
Like,
did literally go to a powerhouse team like the Dodgers and Astros. I'd rather that than like the Angels.
We have
Please.
Don't go to the
hella
Yankees.
questions today. Jesus.
No, the Blue
Like,
Jays.
going through
That'd be
these,
nice.
man. Oh my god.
Then he can recreate the picture of Manoa and all of them. That'd be cool. Just add Shohei Ohtani in there.
Oh, there's one
Oh, yeah.
for me. Oh boy. Okay.
but like, honestly, that argument's so dumb. There's so much better. There's so much more good that this does for the sport than bad.
And it's not even like the whole Edwin Diaz thing. And then I saw Freddie Freeman had to leave because he had an injury. Like, I don't know. It's not so much more good. It's like not even Edwin Diaz got injured while playing the game, so you can't even blame the WBC. Like he got injured by a freak accident. I brought this up last podcast. Like the Dodgers lost Gavin Lux because he was running bases towards ACL. Oh,
Yep.
we got to cancel spring training now. It doesn't matter. Yeah, like
No, I promise you, these idiots wouldn't care if it didn't happen to their team. Simple as that. And also, I just want to point out, I do not remember Islanders fans saying cancel the Olympics when Tavares tore his knee. Just saying.
Mhm.
no, you know what it is? It's an unfortunate play because it's sports. Like
Unfortunate place
shouldn't-
fucking happened. Get
you
over it.
shouldn't cancel something that helps promote your game.
I guess we should just never
Across
practice
the
before
world,
games, because if
globally.
you practice before games, you can get injured before the games, and then you can't play the game. So
You
if
shouldn't
you
even
can't
play the games, honestly. You might get hurt.
You know what?
then you might
know
get
what?
hurt, and then the owners lose money. The players get hurt. You know
Yeah,
about that.
assets get hurt. Sorry, I mean human beings get hurt. Like,
Yeah.
sorry.
Exactly.
No, guys, I
That's
really don't
insane,
think I should
dude.
be going to Nashville. What if I'm getting on the airplane and I stub my toe and break my toe by accident?
I think you know what,
Oh my God,
here's
we're
the
gonna have to
thing.
put the PJS cast on the shelf. We can't.
I think
No,
I'm
it's
just
just
never gonna
over.
leave my room again. Because if I go outside, I
I
could
could get hurt.
I think I'm just
Yeah.
gonna wrap myself in bubble wrap and lay in my bed forever.
Like, just oh, get a grip.
It's a SpongeBob episode. No, I'm not going outside. The outdoor world is too dangerous. Here's my friends Chip, Penny, and Hank.
Gang's all here.
Yeah, the gang's all
Yeah.
here.
Oh my god. is that episode?
Indoors. Yeah. No, it's the dumbest argument out there. Like, again, not even American, but like what Trey Turner even said. This is a guy that's won a World Series and has made hundreds of millions of dollars, and he's like, no, playing for my country in front of all these fans and hitting and winning another World Baseball Classic. Like that's been number
Yeah,
one.
but
in
remember
his
the
career.
players don't care, Pierce.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And they should just cancel the whole tournament.
Stupid.
And then Shohei Ohtani, yeah, it's dumb, stupid. Anyways,
Mhm.
And then what do you say? Thoughts on the football offseason?
yeah,
I need to see what the Bears do in the draft. They better pick like 4 linemen with their first 4 picks. Besides that, I like all the moves they've done.
Yeah.
Fix their linebacking holes. I like Dante Foreman as a running back, especially since he costs half of what David Montgomery costs and put up the same production. Love the trade for the number 1 pick. Like, there's still nothing I see wrong with that. Of course, there's that report that came out today that Poles almost traded with Houston and then traded back with Carolina, and then he might have gotten like 3 firsts next year or something like that. But like that means you don't get DJ Moore, so I'm not even entertaining that conversation.
There's no guarantee you drafted DJ Moore.
Yeah, like I think the only thing I'm a little upset is they kind of missed out on the right tackle. But like from what it sounds like, they were in on McGlinchey, and then Denver came in late and offered a bunch of money. So like you can't really like Poles is going to spend this money smart. That's all we found out, and I appreciate that because the quickest way to get back in cap trouble is giving a bunch of dudes max 4-year deals, like all these Twitter GMs want to do. Oh, we got to give Orlando Brown a fucking 4-year deal, even though Orlando Brown, like, yeah, he's better. But like
the Toscalas of the NFL.
Oh my god! Like it's
How?
just
Which idiot team would sign him, guys? Am I right?
it's not anything against Orlando Brown. It's just the way the Bears run their offense.
Oh.
Orlando Brown wouldn't be as effective as he would be in like the Bengals offense. It's just a system thing, and like everyone gets mad and they're like, "You can't see scheme fit," and it's like, well, I'm sorry. Like if you don't want to talk about scheme fit, go look at what happened last year with Roquan Smith when he wasn't someone that could fit the scheme with the defense. He was Jekyll and Hyde out on the field.
He was
half the
out
time.
of fucking place last season.
He didn't know where to go half the time. It's not the same defense he runs where he has 5 down linemen most of the time, clogging up the lanes, and he didn't have to cover that much space. Like it's just you have to get guys that fit the scheme you want to run, or else.
Have you considered I
it's just
like
stagnant.
player and want him on my team?
Have you
Dog.
considered that, like, I'm a fucking idiot for defending the Bears not signing a right tackle? Because that's how it gets looked at now. Oh, you didn't overpay one of these shitty D linemen? Oh, you're terrible. Like,
Well, I mean,
I'm
it's
sorry, dude.
just
There's
people-
maybe 2 D linemen I would have been cool with the Bears signing this year. And guess what? They didn't. Because one of them made 20 mil a fucking year at the other side of 30.
Yeah.
Oh, but
fuck
Javon Hargrave would be an instant. He would be an instant fix to the defense. I don't know why you don't give him that money. It's just like, I'm so
You
glad
don't-
none of you
no.
run this
This
organization.
is
We would have negative cap space, no draft picks again, and we'd have a mediocre ass team. It'd be like Ryan Pace all over again.
I love how I come
Mhm.
back and Schmitty's ranting. Love it.
Dude, it's like
No,
just like some
Oh,
people
Pierce.
just can't accept the fact that the Bears are allocating their money differently than they have the last decade, and it's beyond me. honestly.
Whoa, they're doing something different from the other bad teams.
They're
What?
planning for the long-term success. Oh fuck! I thought they were going to be good this year. I was told that they were going to go from last to first. Like,
Pierce, I was not talking about the goalie Toscala. I was talking about the cap friendly users.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Every sport's got one of those. Some of those. Which leads us into a question.
A
From
question.
but like honestly, if the Bears get like closing note, if the Bears get Skoronski or Johnson at 9, draft 2 D linemen in the second round, go get a center in the third round, I'm a very happy camper. That's all I'm going to say. It doesn't take much to finish off a very good offseason. Just draft trenches. Maybe get another running back, then draft or you can get the running back later. But those first 4 picks should all be trenches.
What you said.
Price
Yeah.
point.
Go Bears.
Thank you very much. I really thought about it.
I'm with you on that, Smitty.
Because I like the Edmonds signing. I love the Edwards signing.
Edmonds one is so good, dude. Oh,
I like Billings as a depth guy because he's a big run defender, which this team desperately needed. I really like Dante Foreman. Like, I didn't realize how good of a season this guy had last year. He basically put up similar
Yeah.
numbers to Montgomery, and he's making $3 million. Like, that's
Yeah.
nice.
that Herbert's great. If Herbert's
Oh,
playing
dude,
time
Robert
last
Tonyan
year-
as the backup tight end. Love that move.
Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah, that was
My
cool.
favorite is Bears fans that actually were losing their minds because they signed a backup tight end. And like, I almost wanted to get off private on Twitter just to get back on and be like, okay, I'm just going to lay it on the table right now. What the fuck did you want them to do for backup tight end? That would have rocked your socks. Because remember, they signed Robert Tonyan. They should get fired for that. Like, that's how people are acting when they sign a backup tight end to a 1-year deal. I don't know what the fuck this fan base is going to do when this team's actually good.
Hold on.
Genuinely.
What
They'll
were
probably
people
be good and still be bitching about the O-line. like-
What were people bothered by with that signing? It's a nice little
Oh,
signing.
he's not the same player. You got to get someone else for Fields. You got to get better. That's just a lateral move. I'm just like, I can't stand any of you people.
It's a
Oh my
backup
God.
tight
I have
end.
literally
Oh.
muted Bears on Twitter at this point. I'm tired of it. There was a discourse 2 days ago. Is DJ Moore number 1 receiver?
Oh my God.
Like, this team is like, I want to see this team do so well. I genuinely do. It's like them and the Blackhawks and the Gamecocks. That's my big 3 with sports teams.
Let's go get Cox.
But
I love Cox and I love
go
Games,
big
baby.
Cox. But dude,
James Reimer would never.
dude, James Rodriguez, holy shit. Fucking.
I don't support putting Cox.
Oh
out
my
there
God,
all the
they
time.
all scream Cox at the game. That's.
That's just so. That's not modest. What's
They
up with
dress
so
up like
modest?
Cox at the game? No, I can't support that.
No, dude, it's just so dumb because like this team, like this fan base is going to war with each other over this offseason. And it's like, guys, just take a step back. They're improving the roster. There's still a fucking draft, and you still got a franchise quarterback. It's fine. But
Having
nope, we signed a backup tight end that came off a torn knee 2 years ago. Fucking fold the franchise. Oh, we did not pay Mike McGlinchey, who is the most mid-offensive tackle on the market, $96 million. Oh no! Like, whatever. Like, I get the Orlando Brown stuff to an extent. I even get the Draymond Jones stuff to an extent.
oh yeah, I would have liked Brown. I looked up his shit.
But
Nice player.
it's
Really
not
nice.
gonna.
He's on the Bengals.
It's not the end of the world to me. I was always in the group of they were taking tackle at 9, but apparently taking. My favorite is people who get pissed at taking O-line in the first round. Like they're getting so mad about it right now, and I'm just like, all right, well, let's just go back and look through some of the teams that have taken tackle in the first round. We got the Chargers who took Rashawn Slater 2 years ago. That guy didn't allow a fucking sack his rookie year. Let's look at the Seahawks. Charles Cross and Abe Lucas were their rookie tackles last year. Some of the best rookie tackles in the whole draft class last year. Cross didn't allow a fucking sack till week 13. Like Tristan Wirfs 3 years ago got picked by the Bucks in like pick 11 or whatever. Literally their cornerstone left tackle now. Like it's not the end of the world if you have to pick your franchise left tackle at pick 9.
Oh no, a franchise player in the draft.
No, but I want Jackson Smith and Jigba. But I want to pick a running back at 9, even though we have no trenches. Like, oh my God. I can't. Oh, but you know, the skill players will help the line.
Bro, they're worried about
How
their own
is
trenches
Bijan
right
Robinson
now,
going to
right?
do anything if he can't get through a fucking hole that's not existent? Oh, but you got to watch film. Fucking bite me. Like, oh my God.
Watch the game.
I watch more film than half of these losers on Twitter. And these fuckers think that, like, Bijan
I'll bite you.
Robinson is
What
going to
can I-
make our
what can I do
O-line
that?
better. Give me a fucking break. I'm so tired of this shit.
I can bite you though, right? That's
Yeah. Oh, please do. Sorry. But
awesome.
I like what the Bears have done. I just could not stand the discourse over the moves they've done.
Dude,
Because
I
there
was
should
gonna
not
say,
be this
Dylan, is that
discourse. There shouldn't
being
be.
we're the Bears fan base is like it's like a Canadian hockey team fan base.
Dude,
a
it's like
Canadian
watching
hockey-
the Canucks. It literally is.
That's because football is the
Yeah,
sport in
kind of,
America.
I guess,
and
yeah.
hockey is the sport in Canada. That's why. That's how. It
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bears fans are very like it is a very passionate fan base. It is like
Dude, all they want is to win. That's
Yeah,
all they
I've
want to
been-
do is win.
I-
And
I
I
tell-
get why people are pissed because they're not making instant win now moves. But guess what? This team won 3 fucking games last year. They were never going to switch from 3-14 to 12-5.
Yeah.
If they do, I'll eat my fucking words with a smile on my face. But I just
On the
don't see it
podcast.
happening. Literally, like it's
oh, I hate that I put these. I
No,
printed
but-
these out in plastic. Why didn't I put them in paper? I gotta eat plastic words. Oh,
it's just like it's always
microplastics.
something new. It's just always something new. That's the only way I can describe it.
yeah.
Oh, but you gotta complain about something always.
Like they signed Tremaine Edmonds. Great contract. It's front loaded for 2 years. So like it's technically a 2-year deal. If like you want to part ways with him when you have to extend Fields. What does everyone say? Oh, well, why didn't you just keep Roquan for that price? It's like
I want to get into Vish's toss.
Oh,
yeah, let's just
Oh,
go.
I'm already ahead of you. I'm already ahead.
Okay,
gotta pull
because
it up.
I'm just getting to there now.
Gotcha.
Jimmy, read it
Just-
off.
Description.
No, I already.
of-
Wait. No. I have it even better.
Yeah! Woo! I'll send it up. dude.
Bro,
I'll-
Mike
I'll-
Bunting
I'll-
8 times 2.75. Oh my god.
Where do you guys
Okay.
want to start?
Well, Michael Bunting 8-year
Description-
extension.
So first off,
Oh
description of this. Dubas goes for it one last time before Matthews and Nylander have to get raises. This is assuming the cap only goes up by $1 million and Jake Muzzin can't play again. Free agent signing, 2 years to Ilya Samsonov. There's a with
Samsonov's
RFA.
getting more than that. but
UFA,
okay.
3 years. Yeah, for sure. 3 years, 1.25 cap hit. Fair.
Yeah, I can see
one.
for taking that.
Sean Monahan 1 times 1.75. I don't see why, but okay.
Yeah, but
Michael
guys,
Bunting
Bun-
8. That's Toskala. No,
he's taking the
Toskala-
Golden Scissors deal. He's taking
No,
the Golden Scissors deal.
I'm sorry,
Hey, come
Vish.
on,
I
Gold
fucking
Scissors
love you,
made more
Vish.
than that. It's like 2.
Vish, is this like if the bunting part's a joke, right? It
No,
has to be a joke.
no, he's
That's
serious.
not no.
He's smart
no,
insider
oh,
man.
Vish,
Smart
love you, buddy.
insider man.
Dude,
Okay,
Sheldon Murray in a third for Pedersen Walker in a fourth. Like, why
There's
does LA
no way
make
that-
that trade? Why does LA
Oh,
make
man.
that trade?
Yeah, I would
Genuinely.
retain half of my goalie and give up a top 4 defenseman for Matt
And give
Murray.
up the higher draft pick.
for goalies, and one of their are.
Bunting's got 44 points this year, and he had 60 the year before. He's He's getting
He's gonna
five
get
at
5
least.
times 5.
Yeah, 5 times 5 is exactly what you give that kind of player. That's exactly the kind of player to get 5x5 to. It's your Brock Nelsons, you know, like you get
No,
50,
this is
60
where I
points
draw the
out of the
line. Sorry, you're not getting Reese Johnson for a plumber. That's not happening.
guy. Wait, hold up.
Maybe you can get Mike Hardman, not Reese Johnson.
Where did they get Kyle Peterson?
Maybe
Hold
we're
up.
lucky to get Buddy Robinson. I say
Sam
My boy
Carrick.
Bud Robs.
Buddy Robinson.
They get Carrick, Silverberg, Colton White.
Blackhawk legend Sam Carrick, by the way.
That's right. Rockford Ice Hog legend.
Alex Steves is still in the league. Oh, guys, but they're going to trade. I'm sorry. When I look at this trade, it's just terrible. That Silverberg one. So, like, I know he's trolling, but, like, so we're giving out.
Doesn't mean it's a good troll.
No, like, Boston's first for. And it's not even good for the Leafs. Like, it's a bad trade for the Leafs. Why would you give up a first for Silverberg? Oh, but
I'm
you get a second and a
serious.
third. No.
Bro, look at this lineup. Look at this
Oh, I like
lineup.
how
These
they're
are
gonna take it to the back.
I just got to the lineup too. Let's see how this all. Ooh, Bobby McMahon, who may be better than Reichel according to Top Skillet. Oh, the thing I said before that. What did I say to him? What was it I said? Hold
Bro,
on.
why do they even need?
They got
fucking-
Sean Walker to play as their 7th defenseman. Like, what?
I tweeted it.
Yeah, because you can't bench Timmins.
I
He's too good.
messaged Toskala after the Preds game and I said Joey Anderson is better than ROR, and he just goes, Bob McMahon might be better than Reichel.
God. Just kill me. I need Joey Anderson to get like 15 goals next year, so Spence is in eternal suffering.
And then we trade him for like a 2nd-round pick.
Oh hell yeah, he's the next
No,
So we
they're
get
Lafferty.
another
Dude.
Joey Anderson type player.
Dude,
Like,
they're going down a fucking
Cycle
line
continued.
with this thing. They're going from Nylander to Lafferty to a first, a second, and the package with McCabe for a first and second, and Joey Anderson and Gogolev for 2 days
oh,
in
hang
goal.
on, guys. Wait. You keep talking. I want to pull something.
Oh
up.
yeah, airtime. But this
Oh.
could, if Joey Anderson's a good enough player, you either have a guy who is part of your future and is a great part of your bottom
Dude,
six.
he's
I
a
mean,
damn good forechecker, that's for sure. He has brought in, I could confidently say it, he has brought in the best out of Boris Kachuk since he's been with the Hawks. I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck he did, but like those guys are actually scoring now. So
they're
kudos
on
to
the
them.
turbo team
Dude,
together.
the Kachuk, Kara, and Anderson line is like
Dude, that's a
keeping us alive.
fun line for like a line that you don't expect anything from. Like,
Oh, by the way, Pierce, after you do whatever you gotta do, if you want to add the podcast, whatever, you are going to watch I Think You Should Leave with us. We are party, like whatever teleparty or what the fuck we gotta do. Together. We're doing it. I need to be on like the phone with you and hear your reaction to everything. It is
I'll let you
Oh,
know
I-
because I actually might be doing something else later, but honestly, I'll let you know.
oh please, dude. Oh my god. I need to
Okay.
get one on these.
Okay.
Reagan is always more than likely.
we only
fun.
have gone through 2 of the
Well,
9
welcome,
questions.
Jesus.
Yeah. I want to read this from @editor
Listen,
and leaf.
it's almost 9 here, so I probably have to hop off soon. I still need a shower because I work tomorrow.
Yeah, no, if you
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do,
whatever
Mom.
you wanna, yeah. Okay. @editor and leaf. The Leafs are
Oh.
playing like crap, and as much Kyle Dubas portrayed his vision with the current roster, just incredible grammar. He probably remembers that getting good results while playing like crap isn't a good thing. What matters is how these new players help in the playoffs. I expected an adjustment period between trade deadline and playoffs. I'm not too worried. @editor and leaf.
Wait, editor and Leaf having a sensible take? Hold on.
No. That was the first one. The second one was the guy replied to him. The third one, I am worried because I think other than Achari, who doesn't really move the needle, all the acquisitions have sucked. They could all still turn it around, but it's been a good chunk of time playing terribly and relying on the goalie.
Pretty sure McCabe has only been on the ice for 1 goal against, by the way. Like
From @TML at least forever. Not sure what.
Ryan
games are
O'Reilly is
happening.
injured. He's not playing hockey.
yeah, he's not good. Why'd you trade for him?
A reply to this. Not sure what games you're watching out there, but McCabe has been outstanding. Ryan O'Reilly was amazing for his injury. Achari has injected life. Shen has played very well, and Lafferty has played everywhere up and down the lineup. Struggles
man.
lately are due to light and jumbling / injury. And Editor Leaf quote tweets this: McCabe has quite clearly lost his minutes, while O'Reilly had 1.7 games. He
Alright.
did play an excellent 8th game where he had 4 points, so prop to that. Lafferty has been the worst player they've played all season, and Shen is not an NHL player.
Can I get off the podcast?
That last part he was right.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
what part? Wait, what's the last part?
Lafferty has
Oh, he
been
said
the
like
worst.
Shed's not an NHL player. That's
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
correct.
that's yeah.
What do they say? Blind scroll something, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to read that out.
No, that's hilarious, honestly. I was like, wait, you had a sensible take? It's like, oh, no.
That was the reply. Yeah.
Oh, brother, no, he did not.
You really would think that out of Editor and Leaf.
I'd like to give people the benefit of the doubt on occasion.
I don't know about this guy.
I don't know, man.
All right.
And then a reply again. Stop watching games and only judging the team and players based on fancy stats. They are good when used in conjunction with knowing the game and the eye test. They are not the end all be all, which is a fucking great take. How many even strength goals has he been on for? Ryan O'Reilly, 5 points in 8 games. And then the reply: this is the lamest, most condescending take ever. That is what everyone who can't bother to actually measure things wants to desperately believe. You just don't like to hear the truth. Ryan O'Reilly has 1.7 games, and what I said about Engvall is true, like it or not.
1.7 games. What's that even mean?
How do you go from 5-8 to 1-7? How the fuck does that happen? Oh God, you know what? I lied.
And by
Jimmy.
the way,
Bears fans are Canucks fans. They're Leaf fans. Oh my fucking God, they're Leaf fans. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I would really hate to be
Dylan, I
part
was
of
gonna
both
say
fan
it, but I didn't
bases,
want to take
honestly.
away. I say the Cowboys are usually the Leafs, but Cowboys.
No,
are
the Cowboys. No.
The Canadians. Cowboys are the Canadians.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've said it. I've said the Bears are the Leafs for a long
Not
time.
like
for
this-
a long time.
it's
The
bad.
drought, everything. Drought, mindset,
That's all I had to
passion.
say on
Well,
that.
Oh,
you have
and
the
it's like
passion, so-
it's like what the Leafs were like 7 years ago, where they didn't have Matthews, so they didn't know what a good player was to save their fucking life, like that type of thing.
Yeah. This is like if you had Matthews and nobody around him, you're still trying to figure out what the fuck you're gonna do. Leafs got lucky. They had Matthews, Marner, and Nylander come in at the same fucking time. People forget about that. Matthews never had to worry about not having fucking weapons around him ever.
It's called rebuilding properly. Anyways.
Surely they've won playoff rounds. Let's move on.
I'm so funny. I make fun of the Leafs. Oh wow, I've never done that.
I know. It's a quirky, guys.
It's just fucking.
Okay.
All right, next question.
So this is from Patrick. I'm just gonna. When is the baseball ranking segment? So Pierce can put the Jays #1 again.
Like I
I
get
don't
it.
know
They
what
fucking
putting a
lose.
Sox
I get
down
it. Like
is.
I. What am I supposed to do? And I suffer.
I'll say you.
Tell us how. Yeah, tell us how you really feel.
Jays.
No, but I wanted to say that we'll probably be doing a baseball season preview probably next Monday, so we'll touch more on that. I want to get this to Tanner's question.
To top.
Yeah, one of them is name as many of the original 151 Pokemon as you can.
Oh, I can actually name all.
Do
I-
it. Do it.
All right, someone pull up a list. I'll try. Fucking. All right.
Okay.
All right, no, I
It's
got
gonna
you.
take
You got it. Okay.
It's gonna take that long, but it's gonna take like 5 or something minutes. All right, so we got.
I'm very passionate.
Oh, I'm so serious. Like y'all don't get it. Like I do this.
Oh, I believe you. I believe
free
you.
time.
man.
My free
believe
time.
you. Yeah.
Free twine.
All right, ready?
Everybody, go.
Let's do it.
All right, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Pikachu, Raichu, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Clefairy, Clefable, Zubat, Golbat, Geodude, Graveler, Golem, Machop, Machamp, Machoke, Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Spearow, Fearow, Farfetch'd, Mankey, Primate, Nidoran, male, female, Nidorino, Nidorina, Nidoking, Nidoqueen, the 3 dumb birds, Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, everyone's favorite block, Porygon, Eevee, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Electabuzz, Magmar, Pinsir, Scyther, Tangela, Kangaskhan, Chansey, Lapras. I'm missing one in there somewhere. Magnemite, Magneton, Hypno, Drowsy, Abracadabra, Alakazam, Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar, Growlithe, Arcanine, Vulpix, Ninetales, Venomoth, Venonat, You thought I was kidding. I could fucking
I
probably
didn't
rattle
think
them
you were
all off.
kidding. I mean, they're not in order, but
Ditto, Gyarados, Magikarp, Mewtwo, Mew. All right, hold on. Now we're getting to the point where I gotta actually think. Goldeen, Seeking, Psyduck, Golduck, Snorlax, Diglett, Dugtrio, Marowak, Cubone. Oh man, the fact that I got that far before slowing
Dude,
down is crazy.
that impressive enough right there.
We'll just stop there. I don't want to
Yeah,
waste too
yeah.
much time. But I rattled off like at least half of them. Like,
No,
did you
dude.
get Horsia?
oh, I didn't get Horsey or Seadra, so there's two.
I don't know why that was one I was like, I think he said about
Horsey's always one of the ones I forget too when I do it. Like
It
when I
feels
do
like
it
a
on the
joke, though. I
Sparkle
don't know.
quiz, I usually get like 147 and I forget like 2 evolutions usually.
I always they feel like a Johto to me. I don't know. Horsia and
The
Seadra.
Victory Bell line, the Vileplume line, like yeah. If you gave me 10 minutes, I could rattle them all off, but I'm not
I
going to
believe
waste 10
you.
minutes.
I
so.
believe
You could have easily. Holy shit.
Next
Yeah,
question.
That was quite
Lord.
impressive. Tanner, do you think Max Domi comes back next year?
I sure hope so.
I
But he
hope-
seems
I
to
do
really
too.
like Dallas right now. Or I don't know I know the points kind of slowed down, but like he does fit very well in Dallas. I hope he comes back. I really do.
I feel the thing of this player gets straight at the deadline, he's going to come back to that team. It's kind of a overblown narrative because it rarely ever happens. But if it's going to happen, I think Max Domi.
Oh,
There was-
because
'cause
the
look-
way he talked
yeah.
about Richardson. Come on.
Sorry.
Like,
I think that's the big one. He loves Chicago, but I think the big thing is Luke Richardson, and that's a big thing for the Blackhawks going forward. Is Luke Richardson is a coach where players are going to say, "Oh, I get to go play in Chicago, and I get to go play for Luke Richardson," and there might be some young players coming up. So,
I also think that Domi holds all the cards, obviously, but I really do think that like wanting to play there matters a lot. Like that's what you got to sell people on now at this point. It's not just you can throw a bunch of money at someone to make them stay. Like the other reason I think this is going to happen is because there was so much smoke around this earlier in the year. You know what I mean? Like they were talking extension with Domi in January, I want to say. So I have to imagine there's been some light parameter of what that contract would look like.
it
We'll
really
see.
doesn't matter. Give him money like the Blackhawks. have.
Oh, I'd give him
We're
like
gonna-
6
yeah.
times 5 or something.
Yeah.
Like they have the money to do it this offseason.
that's your 5x5 guy right there.
Yeah, and he deserves it. If he puts up the stats he's put up this year, he's worth it. Even if he's a 45-point player, you need him. So good character guy for the team too. At least like in the locker room, you could disagree with his political opinions all you want, but the guy,
I think
At
you can do
least
that with
fucking-
almost every NHL player.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was gonna
At least
say,
the guy does a bunch of stuff for on and off the ice. It's more than you could say about most people. But yeah, I hope he comes back.
Me too. I think we all do. From Tanner again. Who was this 2-part? Who was one sneaky off-season signing you'd love to see this summer? Gotta be honest. I
have not looked at the
You're gonna
face.
love
It's
it.
too. I think it's too far out to.
I got 2.
It's never too.
Well,
far.
it depends on if they extend, obviously. But one is JT Confer. I really think if JT Confer
Oh,
makes
Chicago
it to
boy.
free agency,
Chicago boy. Yeah.
Chicago boy,
Uh-huh.
you could give him like 3 or 4 mil, and that's the kind of guy who's going to put up like 40 points a year, and you need those.
And he plays the kind of game style that Luke Richardson
Can play center,
probably
can play
would like.
wing. Like that's the
Versatility.
kind of versatility Richardson wants. And then you're gonna love this one. I genuinely think Alex Kerfoot's going to be a Hawk come July 1st. Like,
Oh, there's a very good chance. Like,
and he's
No,
going to bounce
I'm just
back.
kidding. I like Alex Kerfoot. I do.
Well, no,
I
like
just, the meme
Kerfoot
is
when
fun.
he's put in the top 6 role with guys who could score, it's clear he could put up 50 points. And like all the utilities that guy has, the Hawks will eat up. Like they love. Like they just signed 2 guys like that in Domi and Athanasiou. And they aren't even
center,
as inclined
winger,
defensively as Kerfoot
same
is.
age. Like, it just-
Like I would not be. Don't be surprised if there's a 1-year flyer on Kerfoot to Chicago next year. I genuinely think that would be the one.
I could
my
see it
opinion.
happening more than not.
Yes, it's just like the kind of player Davidson likes from what we've seen. Like quick
think it's
energy,
Ryan
can skate, plays both ways. Like
Need Paul Byron
we need Paul Byron from like 2015. There we
Yeah.
go.
and Dennis Gurianov.
That's literally what Luke Richardson and Kyle Davidson would not want.
Oh, one signing on the back end too would be Carson Soucy. Because they kind of need another left-handed, like a veteran left-handed shot. Like obviously they can just bring back Tenorti, but I think Soucy has top 4,
Braves,
but
baby.
at least middle 4, like middle pair potential. So
Lead Adam Ernie.
And again, like kind of the same age frame where like, yeah, he's not a young guy, but he's not old. Like I think he's in his late 20s.
I think he's 28, so it'd be like signing McCabe a couple years
And he's a
ago.
good old Alberta boy. Yeah, that's a good one for me.
Heck yeah, brother.
Last one from Tanner, and then we have one last question after that, and we'll wrap it up. Why can't DeBrincat score at even strength?
Ooh, I feel like you have more opinions on that.
Because remember, according to DJ Smith, Shane Pinto is the shooter on that line. So
oh,
according to
fuck
Mark
off. He did not
Mathod, he
just
needs
say
to
that.
drive his line of play, even though it's. I feel like Alex DeBrincat's the easiest player to get going. It's just pass him the puck in the soft spots when he gets open.
They're trying to make him something he's not.
No, but
That's
they put him
so
with
fucking-
two shooters right now. Why the fuck is he playing with Batherson and Pinto?
Oh yeah, seriously.
Those are not the two players you should be playing with. It should be Stutzla. You
Dude,
know,
put
the
him
guy
with
who
friggin-
could fucking pass the puck. It should be Giroux. You know, the guy who's a known playmaker. No, DJ
No, but
Smith
it didn't-
actually needs to get fired. It's
No, but it didn't
ridiculous.
work in the first 3 games of the season, so they should just completely scrap that and never try it again.
That team should be in the playoffs. That team should be a playoff team.
If
at
Josh Norris is
least
healthy, they
wild
might
card.
be. Like, I genuinely, it's whatever, dude. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine because they're gonna fuck up and trade DeBrincat, and he's gonna go to like the Kraken or something, and he's gonna
Hey,
bounce right back.
What did we say last podcast episode? Don't worry, we'll just trade DeBrincat at draft to get a haul back. Yeah, that works so well for the other team.
Totally
Yeah.
Yeah.
idiots. Oh, that's my favorite. Is the delusion of Sens fans being like, "Oh, we'll just get a haul for him at the draft." It's like,
Mhm.
Oh, when he produced less than when you traded
yeah,
for him?
when he's not on the 40 goal pace. Okay, we'll see how that goes.
You are
When he's not
not.
point a game. Okay.
You are not.
No logic.
There, you're not trading DeBrincat now at the draft, and you are not getting a 7th overall pick.
No.
Nuh-uh.
I would not be surprised if DeBrincat pulls a Kachuk and just signs that 1-year tender and says, "Fuck you, I'm leaving next year."
He
Because
should. He should.
I'm sorry, the coach doesn't not. The coach actively has the disrespect for him. It's clear. Why the fuck is he playing where he's playing on the power play? Why the fuck is he playing with the line mates he's playing with? If he needs line mates to be better, he's not worth $9 million. Go tell that to Alex Ovechkin. Okay? Go tell that to the best goal scorer of all time. Ask him if he gives a shit. Ask him if he cares about who his center is on that line. Bet you fucking $50 he does. Go ask Austin Matthews if he gives a shit, or like if he cares when he has to play with like 2 plumbers on his wings instead of Mitch Marner or William Nylander. That shit fucking matters, bro.
What are you saying? That good players want to play with good players?
Good players
Wow.
make good players better? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that DeBrincat should try to make a 22-year-old better because that's what they're trying to make him do. And now apparently Pinto's the better forward. So you know what? Looks fucking good on you.
That's
Looks
why
fucking good.
I wouldn't trade him in an Eichel trade.
I wouldn't trade Ridley Greig either. He just got an apple tonight. Clearly he's elite.
Whew, okay.
Stupid
Oh,
Stupid.
Oh yeah, the
hockey
Blackhawks
league.
are playing right now. They're playing
Stupid
that
team.
way.
Yeah, the puck just dropped.
what do you at the game or something? Come on, buddy.
No, Jimmy, I'm at the game. No one's here. That's never been said before. I don't think. Oh, it's so funny.
I'd love
Dude,
to
I
see
should
Alex
tweet
DeBrincat's
that.
high danger chances a game though.
That
Like
would be
genuinely,
interesting.
because I don't think they're as high as they were last year.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
can't
Well, when
be.
you don't get past the puck, that happens.
It's gonna be so cool when he comes back for one of our seconds. Anyways,
All right.
For their own second.
yeah.
When is the baseball power ranking segment? So Pierce can put the Jays number 1 again.
I already
Pierce, you
said-
talked about this.
I already said
Next
we're gonna do
Monday.
we're gonna do a baseball preview episode next Monday. If you guys
Hey,
want to join,
bow.
you can join. Yeah. Last one. This is baseball related though. This is from our good pal Boomer. How bad are the Mets choking in the playoffs this season,
They're not making the playoffs. You have to make the playoffs to choke.
dude?
Sorry, Boomer.
If they were in, oh man, if they were in any other division in the NL, yes, they would make the playoffs. But you have to, you're facing the Braves and the Phillies. One of those teams is gonna gonna make it, and the team that just lost the best closer in baseball and their 2 starting pitchers are like 40 years old. I know which teams I'm going to pick over them, and that's definitely Philadelphia, Atlanta.
Mhm.
Sorry, Boomer. Not that the Mets are going to be bad. They're probably still going to get like 90 wins, but like the Braves and the Phillies, they're probably going to get more than that. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, I don't think they're making the playoffs. I gotta see it. I think they had a lot of stuff go right last year, and it's a long season. We'll see. We'll see. For all I know, in July they can get white hot, and then we're talking a different story. So It's early. It'll keep cautious good vibes, Boomer. How about that? Cautious good vibes.
They are
Oh, shit.
not a bad team by any means, but like, oh, dude, the Phillies have. You're gonna have to go up against Schwarber, Harper, and Turner like, and then the Braves. They're probably the most well-rounded team in baseball. Like, it's just I'm looking at
bad time.
I'm looking at the Mets. Like they could probably get 90 wins, but you're banking a lot on Verlander and Scherzer. You lost Diaz and. Ugh. Anyways, we'll save that for next Monday. And we'll end the podcast off here. We're almost at 2 hours. Perfect timing by me.
Next time I'll answer how we get Morbius into the MCU.
Oh, here's the answer. You don't. There's the answer.
No, actually, I'm saving it for the next podcast. I want to actually think about this. I want to think about this. This could be a lot of fun.
All right.
You do what Kevin Feige did with Venom and just throw him right back to the
Yeah.
Bam! Get out of here.
Yeah, literally.
And drag Michael Keaton back. There we go. We're good.
My reaction. Picture of Michael Keaton back.
And the Hawks are losing. Let's fucking go, baby.
Let's go!
Right off of Ian
Oh.
Mitchell's leg. He is not going to be a Hawk next year.
There was a tweet, and it was like, everything everywhere all at once is now past Morbius at the box office. Some of my mutuals, it's like, just because the box office does not mean it's bad.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ah!
Nightmare. Yeah. All right.
Anyways, let's go enjoy some Blackhawks hockey.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end the podcast and go watch my favorite team in the whole wide world.
The Blue Jays.
Yeah, it's only okay. I think it's less than 10 days away. It's next week. It's almost here. Anyways, it's a pleasure doing this with all y'alls. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and to the people that are watching and listening. Give us a 5-star rating on your preferred podcast platform. Turn on the notification bell on YouTube if you're watching our beautiful faces while you subscribe so you never miss anything. And we will talk to you guys next podcast episode. Peace out, y'all.